Okay, so we're just waiting for the last little warm-up to get off the ramp, and then we're straight into the under-16s and women's mixed heats. So first we've got Remus Gennady from Taupo dropping in, one of the top young skateboarders from New Zealand. Really come along in the last few years. Nice backside air, backsmith, and just bails. But keep in mind that these first heats are 20 minutes, so there's plenty of time and they're going to get lots of runs. Okay, and we've got one of our top women's skaters from Christchurch, Krista Ashwell, dropping in. Nice backside 50-50. Krista's been really skating good over the last few years. Their skating's come along a really long way. Nice backside air, frontside kick turn. Also to keep in mind too that this is the biggest vert ramp in the country, so for a lot of these guys, they don't get to skate ramps of this size very often. So it can be quite intimidating, but once you get used to the size of the ramp, you figure it out and everything seems to come along. And one of our younger competitors, Flea Griffin from Palmerston North. Flea's also come a long way in the last year. Big backside 50-50. Nice backside air. Oh, and just comes off, but he's got his helmet on, so it looks like he's okay. Just having a little break, make sure the young fella's okay and gather himself, and then see if he can get back up. Just waiting. Yep, he looks okay. He's just, back up the stairs. So go back to the top, Remus Gennady again. Remus has been skating really good in practice over the last few days. Nice big backside air. Oh, and just bails the indie air. There's still a tiny bit of a breeze, which isn't too bad, but as the evening gets on, the wind will die out. And Krista Ashwell dropping in again, and just comes off the 50-50. Keep in mind that there's going to be lots of opportunity for these guys and girls. They're going to get plenty of runs. And Flea straight back into it, straight back on the horse. Nice backside kick turn, another backside kick turn. Just building up some speed and getting used to that big transition again. Coming in front side now, just shaking off the little bail he had earlier. I think he's probably just taking time on this run just to sort of get the feeling back and build his confidence back up. Yep. Remus straight back in there. Nice backside air. Backside axle stall. Solid backside in the air. Really stylish backside Smith. Another backside melon. And that's it. Really good run from Remus. It's definitely one to look out for in the under-16s. Krista dropping back in. See if she can nail that 50-50. Didn't quite get it that time. But plenty more time, I'm sure she'll nail it. Flea's back into it. Oh, big 50-50. Really good on him for getting back on the horse after that strong bail he had. Got the backside air that he didn't quite make, so good to see him right back in the mix now. Carving frontside. Just a little pump to fakie. Oh, look at that. Great to see. This is pretty good. Flea's local bowl that he skates in Palmerston North is only 9 foot deep, so to come here and skate a 14-foot vert ramp is very impressive. Straight back into Remus, 50-50. Massive backside air for Remus, and doesn't quite stick the indie. We're pretty lucky we had such a nice day turnout in the mount. Heaps of people, nice fine weather, a little bit of a sea breeze. Massive crowd, which is good to see. And as we get into the evening and the light drops over the kaimais, it'll be get some really nice conditions. Flea straight back into with another 50-50. He's really pushing hard now after taking that fall. Each run he seems to be getting his confidence back and he's pushing harder, and it's really, really good to see. Nice little backside here. Another backside here. Also being such a wide ramp too, but it's quite good to see everyone utilising the whole ramp and making the most of it. A lot of these guys, the sort of local ramps they have to skate are a lot smaller and narrower than this, so it's sort of, you've got to change it up and really mix it up and use the whole ramp. Remus Gennady straight back into it. Big 50-50. Backside 5-0 grind. Big backside melon. Alley-oop backside Indy. Another backside 50-50. And doesn't quite get that second back Smith. But Krista Ashwell dropping back in. Oh, doesn't quite stick that 50-50, but I think she's definitely got it in her. Maybe the next go or two she'll probably nail it. Flea Griffin back into it. Backside carve. Another backside carve. Well, backside melon getting a little bit higher this time, so you can see each run now he's pushing it a little bit higher and a little bit further. Getting those frontside carves higher. Flea's lucky he's got a dad, Von, who's also a great skateboarder in his right. Fortunately, he's injured today, so he won't be skating in the Masters, but good to see him doing the mission up here and supporting young Flea. Straight back in, Remus, dropping in. Big backside melon. Oh, even bigger on that backside melon, really pushing it. Backside Indy. It's definitely skating with a lot of amplitude and height now. Backside Smith grind. Or backside 50-50. Oh, frontside 5-0 grind. Backside 5-0. Oh, massive backside. Doesn't quite stick that one. Definitely got some serious height out of that. Krista Ashwell dropping back in.
Will be coming in heat 2.
Okay, yep.
After Eva, she'll be coming in, so she'll be moving down into here.
Flea Griffin dropping back in. Remus dropping back in. Really nice backside Smith grind. Backside Indy. Huge backside melon. Almost coming off the back, but just managed to power through it. Oh, he's really pushing it on that last melon. The hard thing with this ramp so big is when you do your ears, you want to land nice and high to maintain your speed. If you land too low, you can really lose speed. So it's about trying to land under the coping as close as you can to keep it up. And Chris hasn't quite got that 50-50, but she's still got a bit of time. And then also we're going to be going through these first heats again. So after the second heat, we'll go back into the first heat, which will get more opportunity. This Flea dropping it in. Looks like he's going to switch sides. What's he got? Oh, he's definitely, big 50-50. Such impressive for such a little fella. And these backside airs are getting higher each run now, so it's good to see him pushing it further and further. Remus straight into another. Whoa! Unfortunately, Remus just a little bit too much weight on the front when he came in and just went over the handlebars. Lucky to see he's had his helmet on, it's come off, but let's hope he's okay. Seems to be shaking it off. Okay, so we've got Krista dropping in. Let's see if she can nail that 50-50. Hasn't quite got it, but fairly confident she'll get it. So, Flea Griffin dropping back in. Backside carve. Another backside carve. Backside air, you can really see that he's pushing it harder and further on each run, and especially after taking that quite a gnarly slam earlier, which can really shake you. It's good to see that he's pushing it and giving it all his all. Nice little front side air there. Little fakie. And just doesn't quite stick the fakie cab kick turn. A little bit of a break in the action. Let's see what we've got. Looks like we've got Krista right back at the top. Let's see if she can stick this backside 50-50. And she sticks it. That's super impressive on such a big ramp. Krista's local bowl, Washington in Christchurch, is 12 foot deep, so she definitely gets a lot of practice in the bigger transition stuff. Although being in a bowl where you get a lot more corners, it's a lot different from skating vert, but she's skated plenty of vert over the years, so I think she's pretty happy with that. Nails the backside 50-50.
Good afternoon, Cal Tolley. How are you, mate?
Good afternoon, Gav Bisman.
Mate, we built it. We did it.
Build it and they will come. Lee Griffin straight dropping in, backside 50-50. Straight into a backside. He's definitely pushing it higher and higher.
The young Grom took that big slam earlier on. I was a bit worried, but back into it.
Yeah, we've definitely had a few whoppers already. Remus, if you saw, Remus just took a gnarly slam. Let's hope he's okay.
Yeah, I get a bit worried around to the old helmet bounce across the ramp. That's a little bit...
Yeah, I mean, that's why we wear helmets, because when you go down like that, you don't want to... Yeah, you've only got one head.
I'm sure throughout the live vision this afternoon, everyone's going to get a bit of an opportunity to look down the depth of the bowl. Can look almost too easy from side on, but mate, you stand up on top there and the old vertigo kicks in and you realise how big this thing really is.
Trust me, it's a big ramp. I've skated it a few times, so
just a couple.
Just a couple.
What are we? Is there anything bigger in New Zealand in Aotearoa? I know there's one or two little...
No, this is the biggest.
Yeah, 15 foot are we officially?
Oh, Kristen nails that backside there. No, this is 13'7".
Yep.
And it's 12 sheets wide, so 48 feet.
Wow.
The vert ramp in the Fellows, at the Fellows backyard in Wanaka is not, I think it might be 13'5", so a couple of inches shorter, and it's 2 sheets narrower.
Narrower, yeah.
It's probably it's the second biggest ramp. Oh, we've got young Flea back up there.
Oh, here we go. He's built the confidence back up after that tumble.
He's definitely always going for backside 5-0. It can really knock your confidence after a big slam, so it's good to see the young guys and getting back on the horse, so to speak.
Yeah. I've seen young Bo Fisher as well. Now we know Bo was entered in this under 16s division. He took first time ever dropping in the ramp yesterday. Hit it hard, went down extremely hard. Even watching the footage was intimidating, but he is back today, and he's just, I think he's actually padding up as we speak, so hopefully we'll see him shortly as well.
Oh, that'd be good. I think we've got the second heat coming up in a little while. Krista dropping back in, and doesn't quite stick that backside air.
So we're about 14 minutes through this first heat.
So yeah, about another 5 minutes to go.
Yep, 20 minutes in the first round as such, and then second heat takes over, and then they do a 25s.
Yeah, so 20 minutes for their first heats, and then when we go through the round again, they'll get an extra 5 minutes. But in saying that, if they're all knackered and they want to stop, then we can cut the heats short. It's no big deal.
It's the beautiful thing about skateboarding, mate. We kind of, especially this jam format, we get to kind of make it up as we go as such. But I mean, with the jam format, there's not that sort of traditional type event where you've got allocated times, allocated runs. This is with the jam format, it's kind of, even with this, we're mixing the under 16s and the ladies together, doing crossover heats, so we get a good amount of time for everyone on the ramp.
Yeah, we started this mixed sort of format in Wanaka at the Vert Nationals 2 years ago, and it really works well. It's good to get a mix of the girls and the young guys and the opens and even some of the older masters veterans who you'll be seeing later. And it's a lot more of a relaxed environment. The standard format that we've had over the years is it's a lot more structured. You get a 45-second run and then it's on to the next person. So whereas this jam format, it's a lot more relaxing, you get a lot more runs and you really get to showcase your skills.
I was going to say, I feel like it allows as a spectator to see a lot more of almost an expression session where guys are more likely to go bigger and go for those bigger moves purely because they realise it's not time pressure, it's all about your performance on the ramp and at the time, so that's all time. So it is good to see you run. Oh, dog's doing a run. We got our first streaker across the ramp.
We just had Lassie, he wanted a quick turn in between runs.
That's all right. Long as it's none of the Groms or any of the mums or dads, I guess, cruising lacrosse, so that's cool.
Okay, so we've got Krista dropping back in. Oh, that's, really nailing that back 50-50, big backside air. You can see with Krista too, as she's building her confidence, she's pushing it harder and further on each run. Nice front side air.
I feel like Krista's trying to, lead the ladies, really make a point of pushing it out there and helping kind of create a pathway really for some of the younger girls coming through, which you'll see in Heat 2 as well. We've got a few of the young girls were on the session last night and are in the comp this afternoon. But Krista, big smiles, loving it, soaking up the atmosphere here at Mount Moganui. We're at Blake Park, Mount Moganui. VERTicus, bro. VERTicus Hyperride presents VERTicus, a little brainchild of yours, Cal Toley. Well, mate, I like doing fun stuff, so I thought I'd get in the mix with you. And we're lucky enough that you know all the right people, and we've got New Zealand's best skaters here for the afternoon.
Oh, man, I'm so happy with what's happening with COVID. It's pretty touch and go. We were trying to organise the Vert Nationals here last year, but then COVID happened and we had to can that. So even with what's happened this week, we're a little bit worried. So it's good. We're finally here. The day's upon us. It's sunny.
Mate, we've got bluebirds, guys. But everyone's just amped for it. I think you're right, man. Wednesday we were hustling emails and phone calls all over the show, making sure everyone was kind of like, I think everyone was like, no matter what, let's do it. But of course, we wanted to make sure we ticked all the boxes by all the regulations. Thankfully enough, obviously with Auckland going to level 2, rest of the country level 1, we are underway today. We're lucky too that we've got a few friends obviously here from Auckland, but actually the cool thing is a massive contingency are actually from all around the other parts of the country, from as far as Wanaka, Harmy North, Christchurch, literally all over New Zealand here for the afternoon at Mount Moganui.
Yeah, we're just so thankful that everyone's made it. And also too, just to point out, we've got a couple of judges who happen to be ex-professional top New Zealand skateboarders. So we've got the best officials we could possibly get for New Zealand.
Yep.
And then we've got another Kiwi from up north, Dave Crabb, who's an ex-pro from the States. He's going to be jumping in on commentary a little bit later on to open the Masters. So we're really lucky. We've got the top skaters and the top officials.
I think that's a testament to not only people like yourself, mate, being a core man that you are, and we'll see you skating this afternoon or this evening as well. But I think that's a testament to the passion for skateboarding in New Zealand, and the crew literally are all, just willing to be a part of it today and have got themselves here from all around the country to do that. So
yeah, everyone likes to support the cause, and whenever someone organises as an event, a bowl event or a vert event, all the top dogs usually try and put the effort and make it and show the support, and it's good to see everyone here today. So
yeah, bro, it's heaps of crew sitting around on the banks here around us, both sides of the ramp. Here we see
young Flea almost sticking that 5.0. He's got the 50-50 nailed, and you can tell he really wants it.
We're inside the last minute now, mate, for this first heat.
Yeah, so we're about to, that's it for Heat 1. We're about to start Heat 2. And in Heat 2, which is also a mixed heat of under 16s and women's, we will see Max Reed Hancock from the Mount, Poppy Joe from Christchurch, Monty Graham from Mangawhai, Raya Henare from Taupo, Eva Butler from Auckland, and Eva Corkery from Palmerston North.
And I'm not sure if the camera's on him right now, but that man, Umberto Skinner. Skinner is up on top of the ramp there. He's our ramp commentator today. So he has got obviously the little order of events up there. You can see him marching around. Skinner himself, a mad keen skateboarder, and is going to keep everyone on the program this afternoon with the jam format.
So we're pretty much, as soon as these guys drop in and start warming up, it'll be underway. They get 20 minutes, so the warm-up's included in the heat. And straight into it, we've got young Max Reed Hancock, a Mount Maunganui local. Max's skating's really come along a big way in the last few years. Massive backside air. Backside alley-oop, he only just learnt that trick and now he's sticking them asleep. Another big backside air. Backside ollie. It's amazing to see these young guys and girls. Every time I see them skate, they've just gone from next level to next level. Really good to see.
Skinner ramping them up there. Who we got here, Cal?
So we've got Poppy Joe from Christchurch, one of Chris's good skate buddies. Dropping in onto a 14-foot vert ramp is no easy feat. Kick turning up on the vert. Fakie pump. And a fakie cab kick turn. Actually, Poppy's really improved from last time I saw her skate too, which is good to see. And little backside invert, doesn't quite stick it. Good run from Poppy. Young Monty Graham from Mangawhai, one of our youngest competitors. Monty rips the Mangawhai bowl like nobody.
Dude, these kids are just...
It's nice front side air almost up on the vert. Yeah, it's really good to see. They're so young and they're really ripping.
Yeah, like it's not like, oh, they're, good on them having a go. It's like, dude, they're charging and actually, competing years beyond their age.
Big frontside ollie, that's really impressive. That's not an easy trick. Frontside ollie being where you're doing air without grabbing, so you've got to make the board stick to your feet. And pushing up for that big backside. Good run from Monty there.
So, Monty's from Mangawhai, I believe.
Yep, he's from Mangawhai.
Obviously, the Mangawhai Bowl Jam took place just 2 weeks ago. Another exceptionally amazing event here in Aotearoa for skateboarding.
Yep, and we've got Raya Henare from Taupo, part of the famous Henare family. 3 siblings that all absolutely rip on a skateboard.
Yeah.
So we've got Eva Butler from Auckland, one of our younger, or probably the youngest female competitor today. Nice big frontside kick turn, frontside air, nice backside carve. Scott Woolston, W-O-O-L-S-T-O-N, Woolston. And a little frontside bonus that doesn't quite stick. Great run from Eva. Straight back into with young Max Reed Hancock. Big backside 50-50. Backside melon. And Max is really pushing those backside airs. Backside ollie. Oh, massive les twist from Max. Ollie fakie. I'd have to say I've seen Max skating a lot over the years, and that's probably the best run he's ever had on the vert ramp.
Sorry, mate, just stepping out while the Groms are turning up. Check out the action.
Yeah.
What did I miss? I heard the crowd go crazy right behind me.
Yeah, Max just stuck the first or second les twist he's ever done on the ramp. So Poppy Joe dropping back in. Massive kick turn right up on the vert. Man, she's almost hitting the coping now. Really, and it was a great job she bailed then because her front foot just started coming off and it was a great call to jump to her knees.
Yeah. Obviously, a bit of a technique, I guess. I guess that's something you learn over time, with more and more time on the ramp. But those techniques to kind of avoid the injuries and obviously avoid those big slams.
Yeah, it's unavoidable sometimes, but if you as you get older, you get a sixth sense of when to jump off and when to bail. Believe me, you don't want to go down if you can help it.
Yeah, I noticed. Like it's funny you say. Obviously, everyone's got helmets on, which is great to see, and then the old big knee pads, which is like you say. Obviously, everyone relies on that just as a bail out option.
Yeah, the idea is so you can bail off and knee slide down the transition and then get back up.
Does it count if I stood at the top with some pads on and just slid down on my knees? Does that count as dropping in? No.
No, sorry, Gav.
Just for people, for all my friends at home, mate. I was just checking.
Then we had another great run from Monty there. Nice big calves, little frontside airs, and his frontside ollies are getting really high, which is good to see.
So I like this mixed format. It's cool. We get a bit of variety. You sort of get to see, I guess, not only the tricks and that sort of thing, but also different people's styles as they throw on in.
Yeah, and we just had Raya dropping in. She didn't drop in a regular tail drop in, she actually dropped in from an axle stall position, which is quite a lot trickier and harder to do, so great effort on that front.
Big family-friendly event this afternoon. We've got all the local families down here at the Mount. I think what's been cool too, all the skaters have come with family and friends and little entourage. Here we see who we got up in action.
We got young Eva Butler from Auckland. I think she's 10 years old, and she also tears up Mangawhai Bowl as well, so good to see her on the vert ramp. Nice little frontside air, and then just doesn't quite stick the backside air, so plenty more time, and let's see her get back into it.
So right now we need the crowd to be on music. Due to the new school commercial rules applied in general, we basically have to have minimal music so that we don't have any copyright issues going through. So basically, you guys have to make some noise.
So a little bit of a break in the action. I think the guys and girls up on the platform are just taking a bit of a breather, and we'll get someone dropping back in shortly. We go straight back into young Max, dropping it again. Pushing hard on that 50-50, as you can see. Nice big backside air. Backside alley-oop. Almost doesn't quite make it, but he sticks it. Another backside melon. Backside ollie, bigger than the last one, so he's pushing that trick higher and higher now. And doesn't quite stick that Les twist. But he did stick that in his last run, so he's got that in the bank. Nice to see the crowd applauding, as the crowd's applauding everyone after they take their runs. Got Poppy Joe from Christchurch dropping in again, pushing it further with each run. And almost hitting the coping there. She's right up on the vert. Oh, and she hit the coping then. Backside little 5-0 grind from Poppy. That's really good to see. You can see with each run she took, she was pushing it higher and going a little bit further each time, and finally on the last run hitting that coping. As in with these jam formats, whereas a little bit more relaxed, we do sort of tend to have little breaks in the action, just so the guys and girls can take their breather before they drop in again. Looks like we've got young Monty Graham from Mangawhai dropping in. Kick turning on the vert. Frontside air, his frontside airs are getting higher each time as well, which is really good to see. Backside melon. Frontside ollie. Pumping harder and harder, getting up onto that vert. Another solid frontside air from Monty. Backside kick turn. Another frontside ollie. And finally sticks that backside ollie. Oh, back to back. The great thing also about having such a wide vert ramp is you really get a lot of room to practice your manoeuvres. You can either go straight up and down, or you can carve across the ramp, and it gives you a lot more comfort with a lot more room to land on. If you don't quite land straight, if you land a bit sideways, you can easily carve out of it. So Raya from dropping back in, just attempting that axle stall and doesn't quite get it, but looks like she's going to drop back in and give it another go. Doesn't quite make it. She's got her helmet on and not having knee pads, but she's got that hip slide down the transition quite wide, so it's good to see her bailing up the correct way and not going to her knees. Eva Butler, looks like she's going to be stepping up to do the axle stall drop-in, which is definitely a lot harder than the standard tail stall drop-in. And keep in mind the ramp's about 4 times there, so and she nails it. That's really good. Big frontside air, backside kick turn. Oh, nice little carve power slide. She actually lost the power she put into that turn. She lost the back wheels and managed to stick it. Oh, it doesn't quite stick that frontside bonus, but great run from Eva and good to see her stepping it up with each run. Okay, Max Reed Hancock dropping back in, backside 5-0 grind. Big backside air. Oh, and doesn't quite stick that Elliott backside.
So Cale, for the people at home, mate, which is mainly me because I don't know all the tech stuff, me and you, we hang out and surf a lot. I watch you skate a lot. But dude, how do you get to know all the tricks, all the names, all that? Like, is that just doing time or what?
It's like 35 years of doing time. You just get to know skateboarding in and out.
We've got about 3 hours to educate everyone at home tuned into the Sky Sport Next webcast this afternoon. So take notes. I want everyone at home a little pen and paper. Take some notes. There might be a quiz later on as to what tricks are what. We'll see if people can name them themselves by the time we get to the Masters.
Good to see. Looks like so. I think we're done now with heat 2. So
they've kind of pulled pin a bit earlier, but that's cool. I think, man, this heat. I mean, I don't know. In the shade, it feels like it's about 30 degrees. So we see Skinner up there ramping them up. I think everyone's getting a little breather. And real time is about, what are we right now? Real time is 4:30. So we'll just wait for a couple of them to get together. This looks like...
Okay, so we're straight back into heat 1. Remus Gennady dropping in. So just also to keep in mind that these heats, they get 2 heats. So we had heat 1 and then heat 2. And now we've gone back into heat 1 again, which will be followed by heat 2. So they essentially get 2 heats.
Sweet.
And also good to see Remus dropping back in because he definitely took a big hit earlier.
So this is 25-minute heats. I just started the clock for that one.
We've got just noticed one of our other commentary crew has turned up.
Yeah, man. I'm gonna jump out, go and move a few flags, and make sure the Phoenix Organics are nice and cold for us. And my man Miles Radimer, all the way from Raglan today, is going to jump in the booth with you, bro. And that's probably better because, let's be honest, he knows way more about this than I do. Miles, my pleasure, bro. Good to see you, my man. Jump on in.
Okay, so Krista dropping back in. This is her second heat. Nice big backside air up on the coping. Big carve. So good to see you, Miles.
Shot, Cale. Cheers
Yep.
for having us, brother.
Welcome. Good
Yeah,
to see you
so
again.
stoked to be over here, bro.
Yes, we're another lovely day here at the Mount.
Perfect. Perfect day in the Mount, huh?
Yeah, awesome day. We've got there's been some crazy ripping in the warm-ups over the last couple of days, and now it's showtime. So we've got young Flea here from Palmy, one of the Palmy crew, skating well beyond his years. And as you're probably aware, Miles, as I've been telling the people online at home, this is a jam format, so it's not your standard comp where you get 45-second runs. This is you just skate, then the next person, and you get judged on your overall skating for the 2 heats, not your best single run, which is what normal. So this is definitely a lot more relaxed, and it makes it a bit easier for the crew. If they bail, they've got another several goes.
Yeah, that's the one, eh? I mean, it keeps them in that kind of peak performance.
Yeah, it does. It gets you a bit more amped, and you can give it a bit more of a height. Also, we've got up riding now, Eva Corkery from Palmy. She's come up with the Palmy crew. Her dad, Jeremy's actually going to be in the Open and Masters heats later, so Good to see Eva's pushing it. I'd say by far this is the biggest ramp she's ever skated. And she's nice bail out there, just a little hip slide.
Well, is there a bigger ramp in New Zealand?
No, this is the biggest. 13'7", 48 feet wide. The next big ramp, as I mentioned earlier, is the Wanaka Vert ramp, which is a couple of inches smaller and not quite as wide.
And how old is this ramp? Cal?
5 years old. In December just gone, it was 5 years. So we've got young Bo Fisher. Just a little story about young Bo. He's a good little surfer and skater, and he's just started skating vert, and unfortunately Bo dropped in for the first time yesterday and took quite a nasty fall. He fell straight to the bottom, and
Whoa.
yeah, it was we were a bit worried about him, but he's back up on the horse.
Nice.
And I mean, after a fall like that, absolute kudos to him for getting back up on the ramp. You can see he's just getting his confidence back up again after a nasty fall yesterday.
Getting up above the line there.
Yeah.
Nice backside turns. Nice. And Cal, Tauranga always had a vert ramp, eh?
Yeah, so before this new ramp was built, which was 5 years ago, we had the old vert ramp, which had been here since 1987. Now that ramp was originally 10 foot high, built up to 11, so a lot smaller, and the transition, which is the curve, is a lot tighter. So definitely an 80s style vert ramp, and there's actually one like that over Memorial Park in Tauranga, which is 11 foot.
All right.
So here we got Remus Gennady from Taupo just dropping in again. Remus was in the first heat and absolutely ripping it. He took a gnarly slam, over rotated on a backside here and went down quite hard. So, but he had such a good run, so it's good to see him, just working through lip tricks and getting back up on the horse.
Yeah, I seen him skating a couple of weeks ago in Mangawhai, and he was absolutely shredding that bowl.
Yeah, and these guys and girls are skating better each time I see them, and then sky's the limit really. That Krista, she really wants that 50-50, but she's got it. So I mean, she's done it before, and she'll do it again. Here's young Flea Griffin from Palmerston North dropping in.
Yeah, Flea.
Yeah. He's got that 50-50, and also he's been working on the backside 5-0.
And they have a vert ramp in Palmerston, or just the bowl there?
Nah, just the bowl, which I think is 8 or 9 feet, so almost half the size of this. So with a lot tighter transition. So
one step closer to the vert, though, huh? I guess.
yeah, it's a good step up, especially if you're stepping up from mini ramp.
Quite a crew from Palmerston up here this year.
Yeah, there is. So we've got young Eva, and she's come up with her dad Jeremy. We've also got James Tucky from Palmy, who you'll be seeing in the Open and Masters later, and also Mark Winter as well from Palmy, who will be in the Open and Masters. So, and to tell you what, the Palmy crew, they hit every comp. They drive from Palmy, they'll drive up to Kirikiri, they'll drive to Mangawhai. They put in the serious hours just to hit these events, and yeah, big ups to them, because that's awesome to see.
Sounds like they could do with a vert ramp in Palmerston.
Well, I mean, who knows, maybe they'll get one. Although they're only a couple of hours away from Wellington, so I think a lot of those guys skate Karori vert quite a lot. So I think they've been skating that before coming here. Got young Bo Fisher from Papamoa. Just getting his confidence back up after taking that big fall yesterday in practice. And it's good, it's good to see him back up there, because I know if you take a gnarly fall, sometimes it can shake your confidence.
And sometimes you just can't get back up.
Yeah, which is obviously not the result you want.
Little frontside air by the little man.
Yeah, good to see. Remus, looks like Remus is about to drop in again. Backside axle stall. Not quite sticking that frontside 5-0.
You can kind of see him holding that arm a bit, He's had it.
Yeah, he took a big fall, and But it's good to see he's back up and back into it. Krista dropping out again. Let's see if she can nail that backside 50-50. Yeah, just a little bit too much speed there, and her board angled more over the platform. But she's definitely got a few more runs, so. Yeah, let's flee. Everyone's amping him up. The crowd's amping him. Let's see it.
Yeah.
Oh, big backside 50-50. Really impressive. He's getting that backside here. Each run now he's getting his ears higher and higher up onto the vert. You can even see the progression miles and from their first runs and their warm-ups over the last day or so to where they're at now. They've all they seem to be skating their best in the jam, which is awesome.
We might see by the end of the day he might be getting up around the coping.
Yeah, I mean, he's getting there, that's for sure.
Takes quite a bit of energy, to pump this ramp up and get up to the top there.
It does. It's got such a big curve or transition that a lot of the other ramps are a lot smaller and tighter, so it's a different fitness, you really got to work the transitions. It's almost like snowboarding in a way on two big massive flat banks. And if you're not used to it, it can be a little bit of an adjustment period. Got Eva Corkery from Palmerston North. And Eva, you can see with her, like each run now, she's pumping and getting higher and higher.
So good to see the crowd out here today. Cal supporting vert skating as it's sort of one of the smaller categories of skating, just because there's not enough vert ramps in the country, I suppose.
Yeah, it has been like that over the years, but now with this new big ramp here and other vert ramps around the place, I know that Kerry's in the works for a new vert ramp, so I think with that we'll see, as we're seeing now, the increase of a lot more people riding vert. And a lot of these guys skate the big bowls like Mangawhai, and that's sort of helping with the crossover into vert and giving them confidence to do.
Wouldn't it be great to see more vert ramps being built around the country?
Well, I'd love that because I'm partial to a bit of vert myself. There used to be, growing up in the sort of mid-80s, it almost seemed like there was a 10-foot vert ramp in every town, but I guess as skateboarding and vert died out, and they couldn't repair them anymore, and they sort of pulled them down. But we've been lucky here in the Mount. We've essentially had a vert ramp since 1986 or 87, so a long time. There's always been a vert ramp in this location. You drive into the Mount,
yeah.
There's the Mount Vert ramp.
Yeah, I'd love to get some sort of something going to get more vert ramps in the country. Bring back vert.
So I know, Miles, you're from Raglan. You've got the Raglan Boulder. Any plans in the future for a vert, or not really?
Well,
I know Raglan's a surf town, but there's a big skate crew there. There's
a great skate crew there every night. Some really good skaters there too. I hope so.
I know there used to be a vert ramp in Hamilton years ago, Chartwell,
yep.
I think. And then you got Melville Bowl, obviously, which is sort of 10, 11 foot deep. We just had Remus. Remus took a big fall in his first heat, but he skated so well, so he probably doesn't really need to push it too much in this heat.
Yeah, just about.
Yeah. She's got that. She's done it before, so...
Maybe just get up there a little slower, just a bit more control on the top there.
Yeah, you just got to really gauge that speed, because the coping's a lot further away than you think. Got Flea dropping in. Let's see what Flea's got in store for us.
Yeah, Flea. Flea riding for no limits.
Yeah. Oh, little fakey half cab, from Eva there. And what you find too, Miles, is a lot of them, skateboarding, as you know, is a real confidence sport. So as each run you do better and better, and your confidence builds, and you can see that in your skating. But unfortunately, the flip side to that is if you have a big fall, then that knocks your confidence. So you've got this, so you can see the sort of two opposite sides of the coins here, whereas someone will have a big fall and it'll knock their confidence, whereas someone else will be pushing it harder in each run, and you can sort of see the differences there.
Yeah, it's not an easy sport to get into. Like, it's not the easiest out of the skating categories. Like, you have to be at a certain level to even start to drop in on the ramp.
Yeah, skateboarding's not, in vert skating, you can't just not been a skateboarder and decide you're going to learn to ride a skateboard on a vert ramp. It doesn't really kind of work like that. You need to start with the basics, you know, at a skate park or a nice flat bit of concrete, learn the basics, and then if you want to start ramp skating, then you move into little mini ramps and then maybe bowls, and then you sort of build your way up. But no one really sort of learns to ride a skateboard
Straight on the vert ramp.
although when the old vert ramp got built in 1987, that's when I started skating. My parents built their house across the road from the vert ramp, and I thought that's what I thought skateboarding was. So essentially, I learnt on the vert ramp, but that's another story.
Yeah. Yeah, same here actually. That Marston, they just built a vert ramp one day. I don't know who got it built. We just woke up one morning and there was a vert ramp in town, and that was us.
We just had Krista. It's Krista's signature trick, the can opener, or so basically where you come up to the platform and you've got to spin almost like an impossible nose grab to tail. It's really technical, but as you get the board back around, you've got to grab the nose and quickly drop back in. I mean, I'm definitely not doing it. I think she's the only person in New Zealand that does it on a vert ramp.
Wraps that board around the foot and
Yeah,
drops it back in.
and drops it back in.
I seen her pull it at Mangawhai, and it was...
She did it in Wanaka 2 years ago on the vert ramp there, which is essentially the same size, so she's definitely got it. Another little bit of break in the action. I think we might be getting towards the end of this second heat, and then so we'll have a little tiny break where the others can start warming up, and then we'll be moving into the Open and Masters mixed heats. Okay, so we're straight back into it. Max Reed Hancock dropping in.
Nice backside air there.
Nice backside air.
Gives to the height, another one. 3 in a row. Little backside ollie. Nice, just
So I was just
about.
saying, Miles, I was saying before, people watching, that I've been skating with Max the last couple of years, and the best I've ever seen him skate on this ramp was in his first heat
Today.
Like 20 minutes ago. It's the best skating I've ever seen him do on vert.
Well, he's bringing it today then, huh? That's what you want to do.
Yeah, and he's lucky he lives across the road. You can see the vert ramp from his lounge.
You would have been working with him quite a bit then, recently?
Yeah, just little sort of just more technique things on where to place your feet when you're doing airs, where to grab, just little things that are, and it seems to be working, but then it comes down to him wanting it too. So I can only sort of tell him so much, and then it's on him to really want to do it. We've got young Monty Grown from Mangawhai dropping back in.
Yeah, Monty. Nice little front side air.
You would have seen Monty up at the Mangawhai Bowl Jam, Miles.
He's got one of the best frontside Smiths in the game. And he just knows that bowl so well. It was really a pleasure to watch.
So would you say, Miles, you can skate vert and bowl, just the difference between the two, like bowl can be a lot more tighter, faster corners, whereas this you've got a big mellow vert ramp.
Yeah, I guess vert skating is a little bit slower, a bit longer, drawn out and
You
slower.
break everything down a lot more, and yeah. Oh, so we've got Raya going up for that axle stall. She's moving her board back on. Looks like she's going to come back in.
Oh, nice.
Very good to see. And
Nice
Raya's got no
one.
knee pads on. She's got a helmet, but when she bails, she's got a really good hip slide. She knows how to hip slide down the transition really well.
Which is really important when you're skating vert, to know how to fall off, how to slide and use the knee pads.
Yeah, sometimes it's unavoidable, but when you can do it, you really want to knee slide and sort of get down safely to the bottom of the ramp. So here we've got young Eva Butler from Auckland.
Wow.
I think Eva's 10 years old, so our youngest women's competitor. And she's been pushing it more and more with each heat as well.
Drops back in. Big backside turn there. Frontside air,
Oh,
nice.
she really got some pop out of that one. and not quite sticking that Andrecht backside invert.
Nice little run there, definitely building up your confidence, you can see.
Yeah, and the good thing is you get 2 heats, so you get 20 minutes, and then for the under 16s and women's, and then they get 25 minutes in their second heat. So your second heat, you get an extra 5 minutes, which if you didn't quite stick the tricks you wanted in your first heat, everyone gets a little bit more time. The young Max Reed Hancock from Mount Maunganui dropping back in, backside 5-0 grind. Oh, not quite sticking that backside here.
It's cool to see the mixed heats.
Yeah, I was mentioning earlier, we did this in Wanaka 2 years ago for the Vert Nationals, and it really it's good to see because you get to skate with the ladies, you get to skate with the young under 16s, the opens and the masters. So it's rather than just your standard, you skate per your division, or whether you're in the women's or the under 16s. I don't really know of any other sports that have sort of mixed competitions like this as far as genders and ages.
And I've been saying for a while, same as surfing, is there's no reason why a woman couldn't take out an open skateboarding or surfing contest these days.
No, not at all. Not at all.
How's Monty? The little backside ollies, frontside grabs.
And the really impressive thing is his frontside ollies are almost as high as his frontside airs. He's starting to get closer to that vert now.
Yeah, Monty. Good little run going on
Monty's
here.
skating really good.
Future of skateboarding in New Zealand here, little Monty. Here we go, Max dropping in, Kale.
Sorry, Miles has had to step out for a minute.
50-50, big backside air there.
I think that's probably the biggest backside air that Max has done on probably anywhere. That was big. You can see his confidence has just gone through the roof. We've got Poppy Joe from Christchurch. Poppy's rad. She's like getting up onto the coping now, which I haven't seen before. So you can see her confidence is building each heat.
Oh, goes down hard there on the 360. She's up, shakes it off.
She's got the helmet on, which is that's the most important thing. You've got to wear the helmet.
She's feeling that one, but I'm sure she's going to be fine. Little Monty back on, nice frontside air there. Backside, frontside ollie. Into another one. Yeah, Monty. Super smooth little skater here. Little fakey ollie. Nice little backhand pop there. Winds it down for a little 360.
Oh, going for the little fakey pop shove it there, not quite sticking it.
Yeah, nice work, Kale, putting this on, bro. It's so cool to see.
Yeah, it's one of those, you build it and they will come, or you hope they will come. But as I mentioned earlier, we tried to do this last year, but unfortunately COVID happened, and so we're lucky that we finally get to do it a year later.
And just found a little gap where you can run it with the levels just dropped out.
Yeah, it was pretty touch and go last week with the COVID issues and a couple more cases, and we weren't sure if we were going to be able to run it. But now we're here and it's on. So we've got young Eva Butler from Auckland dropping in. You can see when she's dropping in, she's pushing really hard.
Really pumping it up. Yeah, I saw her in Mangawhai too. She really throws her whole body into every turn and really pushes it.
Doesn't just drop in and go through the motion. She drops in and actually pushes really hard.
Yeah.
Oh, and she actually got out of that quite safely there.
Just about hit the coping.
Max is fired up in front of his local home crowd, his friends and family. He's skating the best he's ever skated.
That's huge. Huge big backside here. Just hangs on.
It's like all of a sudden, Max Reed Hancock has just arrived and possibly done.
He's got some fans in the crowd. They're loving it.
That's 3 times bigger than any year he's ever done on this ramp. And that's no exaggeration.
So it's cool to see when everyone comes. It makes you push it bigger. You just amps you up and you just want to go bigger and bigger.
Yeah, and it's that, you know, it's like skateboarding in front of your friends and family, and you get hyped and get pumped up, and everyone's pushing everyone else. Everyone's friends. You skate against each other, but you're all friends. And
it goes poppy. Let's see if we can get this 360 in. He's going for the hand plant. Slides it around.
Nice little bail, but sorry,
she looks a little slippery out there because the heat on the ramp can make it slide a little.
Nah, this ramp is actually really grippy. It's a skate light, but it's a surface that's a lot grippier than other ramps. So it could be a combination of, because there's been a lot of people riding it, maybe all the knee sliding, a little bit of plastic on the ramp, or maybe the wheels aren't quite, makes you might have sort of slipperier wheels. Young Monty back up. Nice backside ollie. His frontside ollie. His ollies and ears are getting bigger each run. You can see him, as with everyone, you know, each run they push it further and harder. And so we've just got a couple more minutes to go in the last heat of the mixed under 16s and women's, and then we're going to move into the open and masters mixed heats, where we'll have about a 10-minute warm-up, and then we'll get into the first heat.
How many guys got in the open this year?
So mixed across the 2 divisions, I think we've got 20, so 10 for the open and 10 for the masters. But because they're mixed, there's roughly 5 open riders in the first heat and 5 masters, and then there'll be another 5 open riders and 5 masters riders in the second heat. And then, as with these under 16 and women's heats, we'll do heat 1 and 2, and then we'll go back through heat 1 and 2 again. But because the next heats, there are more people, they're going to be 30 minutes long, and then the second heats will be 35 rather than 20 and 25 for this, just to give everyone a little bit more time.
That's plenty of time to get everyone warmed up. And nice little backhand snap. Little fast plant. Here we go, local boy Max.
He's gunning for the glory. Huge backside here.
Backside, sorry, another one.
Massive. That's definitely the biggest he's gone. I think about a minute to go before we move into the warm-ups for the Open and the Masters. Poppy Joe dropping in again. Oh,
so
you can
close.
see with where she's doing that Andret grab backside invert, it's a really hard trick because she's coming down on that angle. It's hard to not over-rotate. Because of the mellow transition, it makes it a lot harder. Where a tighter transition, you can get on top of it more.
Little man Monty, another nice frontside ollie. Like I said, it takes quite a bit of energy to be able to pump it up to the top of this ramp, and so the little man with his little legs. Little front side 360 out from the little man. I think they got one run each left to go. Who's going for it? 3 at a time.
Oh, all the ladies dropping in at once. We've got Krista, Raya and young Eva all dropping in at the same time. Triples, you could call it, all triple runs. It's almost like a jousting session, but without actually making any contact.
That was cool. We're going to take a little break now in between heats. Don't go anywhere, guys. Coming up, got the Open men's, the Masters, and these guys are as good as we have in New Zealand, so stick around.
Okay, so we're just going to have a little break now. We'll be back in 10-15 minutes with the first heat of the mixed Open and Masters. So stay tuned.
Hey guys, how's it going? Hey, I'm Dave Crabb, and I've just dropped in here to announce the Open and the Masters, the next couple of heats here at the VERTicus contest here at Mount Maunganui, New Zealand. Super cool. I'm here with Miles, chatting to me and hanging out with us.
Hey,
and
Dave.
we have two heats coming up. They're both going to skate for 2 30-minute sessions. First heat's got 9 skaters in it. Going to be super awesome. We got Zeden Fellows actually just dropping into the ramp right now, just warming up. He's from Wanaka, 13 years old, and basically he's got some great tricks and goes big. He has a ramp very similar to this in his backyard down there, so he's definitely one to watch for. We've got some other guys skating in the Masters and the Open, skating together. So Squeak on the ramp right now. Lee McKenzie, he's from Auckland and about 42 years of age, and yeah, just these guys are going to warm up for a little bit, then they're going to try and stick some good runs and some big tricks to try and score. So jam format, and basically whoever skates best in the next 30 minutes is pretty much winner take all. All right, guys, getting their last warm-up runs.
Hamish Stewart, Eva Corkery, and Josh Wilson.
Got skaters from all around New Zealand today. We got quite a crew from Palmerston North. Got skaters from Wellington, Auckland, and Wanaka in this heat. And in the next heat, we got people from quite a few locals from the Mount here, Auckland, and some up from Taranaki. Nichols is skating in the second heat. One of New Zealand skaters up and coming to watch, 14 years of age, and he just won the Mangawai Bowl Jam, and before that he won the Kerry Vert contest. So definitely one to watch for. And the two heats, the scores will be combined, and the overall winner will be announced. Dropping in now is Hamish Stewart. Nice big frontside air. He's from Auckland. Nice 5-0. Rolling out. A super cool trick. Just rolling in real smooth. Great. Nice Andrak locking his arm there, but not quite making it. They have heaps of runs in there, so the most important thing is this is an open contest. Zeden Fellows on the ramp right now, trying a 360 varial.
Boys are nearly warmed up.
Yeah, definitely hot here today in the Mount, that's for sure.
Nice little breeze today, but not much cloud out there.
No, but hey, we got a great turnout. It's super cool to see. We've just had the kids and the girls skate, which was just great to see them. You know, this is an open contest, free entry for them, so it's open for everyone. And a lot of these people just having fun and just sessioning and getting a chance to skate with their friends. And in front, Rico Henare on the ramp right now from Taupo. Also trying a varial, not quite pulling it off in his first run.
Yeah, so cool to see everyone here pushing each other.
Yeah, super good. Chris Wood now dropping in from Wellington, the owner of Strange Life Skateboards. Going for his pretty much signature kickflip.
One of the regular vert skaters of New Zealand.
Yeah, the best thing about the jam format is it's not scored on one run. So these guys, they're going to warm up, they're going to try tricks. When they stick a couple of tricks in a row, then they're going to try and put it together to basically try and, you know, kind of stick out in the jam and hopefully place in the top 3. Zeden skating again. Goes a 360 varial and makes it. First one we've seen on this ramp, so that's super cool.
Made it easy.
Yeah, and there's his little Christ air.
Big
He's
Christ
going
air.
high. And nice
Higher,
big judo.
higher.
Nice, yeah. There's a Frigidaire to judo air. Super cool. Yeah, crowd's all stoked. Big crowd behind us. You can't quite see, but they're all sitting on the banks under the trees. So super stoked on that run.
That's going to amp everyone up.
Yeah, so people are going to realize that Zeden just gave it a nudge, so now they've got to give it a nudge.
We're about to kick off.
Yeah, Squeak's dropping in again, and he's going to probably start with a decent backside air, and if he stomps it down, he'll keep it going. Yep, so nice. Oh, we're going for a varial. All of a sudden, Zeden does a varial, so now everyone's trying to stick a varial to, you know, keep it going.
He tweaked out that first year.
Yeah. James Tucker coming up from Palmerston North. Had a really bad stomach flu the other day and was in hospital, so super stoked to see him here. Just really wanted to come and skate with the guys. Nice little backside air, and he's just going to keep it mellow. Chris Wood dropping in again. This ramp is probably one of the better ramps in New Zealand. It's about 13.5 feet high. It's about 48 feet wide. You know, it's been here for about 7 years, so super good to see a big session on this ramp. Caden Elliott dropping in now. Caden Goldsmith.
The Maniac.
Yeah.
Nice 5-0 there. Whoa, rocks a fakie, slides.
Yeah, he's so great. See, I haven't really seen him skate a ramp before, but in the bowls, the guy just he just pumps so hard and just has so much speed. So kind of like a lot of these guys skate, you know, the bowl contest up at Mangawai, and probably haven't ridden this ramp before. So, you know, we'll take a little bit for them to get warmed up.
Nice little warm-up run there.
Yeah.
Used to the ramp.
He's up from Palmy today. Yeah, Chris Wood dropping in again. Bit of confusion up on the ramp. Who's going? So he said, I'm gone.
Okay, so we're away. 30 minutes starting now. Zeden dropping in. Nice backside air. Goes for the varial again.
Yeah. Yeah, I think he thought the last run was a scored contest run as we ordered or whatever, but I think they just kind of reset the schedule. So Squeak dropping in now from Auckland. He's skating in the Masters today, even though, you know, they're all just jamming together. Nice eggplant. Into a frontside air. The rock and roll to fakie means he's going backwards. Yeah, Squeak, that's a pretty decent run. Get warmed up.
Nice warm up there, nice style. Cruisy as style.
Yeah.
Chris Wood up from Wellington. Starts off with a little frontside air. Backside nose grab. 50-50 grind. Into half cab. Nice. Chris sticking this run together. What's he setting up for? Kick flip.
He actually had that one. He put it back under his feet. He just needed to stomp it down. Chris Wood used to be like one of the top world street skaters, but you know, as he's got a lot older, the streets take the pounding on you, so they skate the ramps. When you fall on here, there's no impact. You land on the transition and slide down, so you know you can skate for quite a few more years, making it a lot of fun. Hamish Stewart in the ramp now, also from Auckland. Oh, going for a les twist after Lester Kasai. Hey, it's super stoked to have you guys joining us on Sky Sport. And just want to say thank you so much to all our sponsors, Hyperride and Copious, Yeah Nah, Skull Candy, Double Down Grip Tape, Spitfire Wheels, Power Peralta, DVS, George Cafe, local company getting in there, and G-Shock. Without all those guys, you know, it does make it hard to get everyone up here and, you know, get it all set up and do the PA and stuff. So super stoked on all our sponsors today. Thank you for them, guys. Oh, James Tuck here from Palmerston North, starting with a little backside air. Oh, he does a pretty good blunt there, so just trying to stick it, but He's probably just got to warm up a little bit. This is Mark Winter up from Palmy.
Nice couple of 50-50s.
Yeah, Mark's putting together a nice 5-0 there. He's skating in the Masters. You know, Masters being skaters that are over 40 years of age. Jeremy also up from Palmy, and it's good to see him. He's come up with his family, so he's having stoked to ride the big ramp here. Hasn't really ridden it before.
3 boys from Palmy in this heat.
Yeah, it's
They'll
good
be
to
stoked to
see.
be skating together. We got Josh Wilson. Is he here?
Yeah, he's
coming
here.
up.
I think.
All right.
Not sure if he's going to skate in this heat. He
Looks like he's padded up and just heading up the stairs. After I've seen him in Mangawhai, I'm looking forward to watching him on this ramp.
Yeah, I love to see Josh skate, but I don't think he's going to skate this heat, so he might be going back to the top of the order. Yeah, Zedin, the young fella, 13 years of age from Wanaka. He's got a 540, which is 1.5 rotations. It's pretty good. He tweaked his arm with some sports the other day, not skating, so it's holding back a bit, but it's good to see him go front side.
Halfway through a good run here, pulls the Christ there.
Yeah.
Alley judo.
Yeah.
The double.
Nice.
Big alley-oop.
Yeah, it's great to see him just work in the air on this ramp.
Getting
Makes
higher
it
and
all
higher.
effortless,
Goes for the
doesn't it?
twist. Oh, lands the wheels down.
Put it down, but didn't stick it. But it's great to see him, go for the 5. He'll probably be one or maybe 2 people be the only ones going for it today. There's another local guy, Kale. He can stick one down if he really wants some money.
You'd call that a 540 over a Mick twist, Dave?
Yeah, pretty well. He does actually flip it. I mean,
He's looking pretty upside down there.
yeah, Mike McGill, does originally did the first McTwist. That's why it's kind of called that from Mike McGill. He did it at Delmar's. Well, actually, he learned it in France at the skate park and brought it back and pretty much introduced it to the public at the Delmar Skate Ranch at the Pro-Am there. And pretty much a week after that, everyone on the planet was trying it. So super good. Only a couple of guys in New Zealand doing it right now.
Nice little run there by Squig. Nice stale fish. Chucked in there.
Chris Wood dropping in again. Chris Wood's 39 years of age. He's got about another couple of weeks before he goes into the Masters. But pretty solid skater. Used to be a pro street skater. So, he's usually pretty good in contest situations.
It was a nice frontside 50 on his first turn there. Is this Lee?
This is Hamish.
Hamish.
Yeah.
Nice frontside here.
Yeah, he'll be sticking his Andrecht in this run because, if he gets there, he'll put down an Andrecht or whatever, which makes it a pretty good run. Everybody loves an Andrecht. Does a nice... there it is.
There it is.
Yeah, nice and clean. Didn't quite lock it and stall it, but it was a beautiful trick.
Tries to tweak out the fakie. It's a good run.
Yeah. It's pretty hot out there, so imagine right about now these guys
I'm
are starting
stoked to be under this tent, I tell
Yeah.
you. Caden with the big front side.
Yeah, no, this guy uses every inch of the
He's
ramp.
going for it. Tries to lock in the Smith, but
Yeah.
just pops out.
Come to James Tuck now. He's going to have a pretty cruiser ride, but he's going to try and do a blunt, which will be kind of cool to see. In fact, he's going to start with it.
Straight into it.
Yeah. The Palmy guys, they just love skateboarding, and, they've got such a fun crew. They just come up here to participate, be part of it, and they give it all they got, and it's just so cool to see.
Yeah, they've been keeping it alive since the start.
Yeah, they have.
Small crew have always skated in Palmerston North.
Yeah, I did a demo in Palmerston North in probably about 87, 88. And a lot of these guys were little groms there and sitting on the grass watching. So cool to see them here, you know,
Keeping
30 odd
it
years
alive.
later.
And now bringing the grommets up with them to these contests.
Yep. A few of their sons skated in the juniors today. Jeremy with a nice rock to fakie. This ramp is about 13.5 foot high, 13'7", I think. It's got 12 feet of transition and a 1.7 of vert. It's got skate light on it. It's a product that, you know, it's kind of been developed for skateboard ramps. Nice and smooth, and handles the weather. And, you know, it's slippery when you knee slide, so it's good for your body. Young Zeden on the ramp now, starting to get a bit high. And we all know he's going to stick a 5, so he's just got to set himself up.
Got the varial.
Yeah, varial's good.
Alley-oop.
Yeah, it's good to see him. Like, he's a young guy, skates pretty much alone, you know, down in Wanaka. So it's so good to see him, like, progressing, learning tricks, and, you know, evolving his own skateboarding.
And so Wanaka has a vert ramp down there as well.
Yeah, the one that came from the big day out is actually down in Wanaka in Zeden's backyard. Creek is going to try and put together a decent run here. Keep it going for a little bit. Yeah.
Nice little fakie with the snail grab.
Yeah, he's laughing at himself. He lost his speed on that last run, so last trick, so, you know, just...
Goes to a big slash.
Yeah.
Ending.
And this is Josh Wilson just crossing the ramp, so he is going to have a skate with us, which is awesome, because Josh has got a couple of great airs, and he's got one of the best backside Smith grinds there is.
His back tail's not too bad.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Chris Wood with the front tail.
Backside nose grab into the 50-50.
Yeah, little eggplant.
This goes down with a fakie nose grab to tail.
Hamish had a great last run. He's just rolling in. I love the way he rolls in. It's just
Casual
so
rolling off the
easy.
top there. Nice front side, boning out the nose.
Yeah, he's a Onehunga local. Skates the Onehunga ramp there at the reserve a lot, so you can pretty much see these guys down there most afternoons.
Back to the Maniac, coming up from Hamilton.
Yeah.
The Melville local just goes down on the 50-50. Let's go, Caden. We're going to see the blunt.
Yeah, I think so. There it is, right there.
Nice.
Yeah,
Nice.
it's great. It's old school, you know, he grabs, which is super cool. I just love to see, you know, that these old school tricks coming back through and people still enjoying them, you know.
Everyone loves the blunt.
Yeah. Says Mark, also from Palmy. Nice 5-0. This guy is a mini ramp master. Does so many tricks. Just absolutely rips mini ramps to pieces. Just real high speed, real fast. So it's great to see him step it up and ride the vert ramp today.
He's a big guy.
Yeah.
No stall there. Whoa. What board? Well, he's going to watch out for the old board going flying off the side of the...
Yeah, no board rails on this ramp. Jeremy on the ramp right now.
Just comes unstuck on the front side here. Nice little run back to Zeden. What do we got this time?
This time he's going to try and throw down a 5. Just going to get a nice setup here.
Looks pretty good.
No, it'll,
Big judo.
this will be the one if he tries. No, nice alley-oop. He's keeping his run nice and long. Oh, so Yeah, it's great to see him. Look at his body weight. He's just a little guy, and he
He's
does
loving
airs
it.
like, yeah. So basically, so good to see. When he gets to about 16, he will be on fire.
Squeak about to drop in.
Yeah, Squeak does tuck knee invert that time. That was great. Did an eggplant last time, so changing it up. Skateboarding's pretty rad. Like, whoever invents a trick pretty much names it. So there's a lot of silly names in skateboarding because pretty much skateboarding's fun.
You get to name a trick. You've named a trick.
I got a few.
Another local boy.
Nope,
Oh,
Chris is
yeah,
from
Woodsy.
Wellington. Oh, Woodsy.
Woodsy. Nails the kickflip just. He stomped it back to the ramp. Hamish Stewart back in from Auckland.
Yeah, nice hand direct.
Pretty much perfect.
Yeah, like I said, he's an only Hunga local. Skates are a lot, you know. Him and Andrew Morrison and Squeak. We've got a couple of judges over there. We've got Scott Wilstrom and Andrew Morrison. Scott's one of New Zealand's great skaters, you know, one of the top New Zealand skaters from a few days gone by. And Andrew Morrison is one of very few New Zealand skaters who's made it as international pro, traveling the world and skating for international companies and sponsorship. He's come down here to the mount today to judge for us, so that's super cool. And it's a jam format, and they're just basically they're going to skate, and the judges are kind of watching their runs, looking at style, the use of the ramp, and the ability of tricks, and putting it together, and then they're pretty much choosing who skates the best in their overall jam.
I think they've got about 5 more minutes left in this heat. This is when the guys want to be stepping it up a bit.
Yep, and then there's heat number 2, which is the same amount of skaters, and then these guys actually have another half-hour jam, which, you know, so they get 2 sessions. So it'll basically what will happen there is the first heat gets to watch the second heat skate, and they're going to realize, like, oh, wow, the second heat was going off. They were ripping it. Okay, I got to up my ante. They're going to push it a bit harder, go a bit higher, and, you know, vice versa. The second heat have just watched these guys, so obviously they're all trying to outdo each other. That was super cool. Jeremy basically hung up on that, but kept it nice and clean and kept his feet on, so all good.
That's what I love about skateboarding is that it's instant, like, people giving you gratitude, like people just hooting, which makes the next guy want to go bigger and go bigger and bigger. So it's just right in your face, and just can't help but just want to go bigger.
Yeah, everybody wants to win, but they also want to see their best friend and the other skaters do the best they can do. So there's probably more support for people to make stuff than there is, you know, for themselves. Here's little Zeden dropping in again. He's 13. He did not skate in the under-16s today. He's only skating in the open. Yeah, his first invert we've seen today. He's got some good speed out of it. Straight into an air. Yeah.
Nice.
That was good to see an invert in his run, changing it up a little bit. And also good to see him go for that Japan air.
Bit of a Japan there.
Squeak dropping in again. Nice tail fish. Grabbing basically behind him, behind his leg. Oh, just hanging up there, but nice and light. And like I said, you know, just fell on the transition and slid down. You know, no drama, just a bit tired. It's pretty hot out here today. And inside the ramp, the sun kind of reflects. It's pretty warm inside the ramp there. It seems to hold the heat very well.
Chris Woods going for the kickflip.
Yeah, it was kind of, you know, he usually has it pretty wired, but, you know, different ramp, different town. speaking of the town, we're here in Mount Maunganui, and it is awesome. The water is warm. The people have been super friendly. Great night out last night, you know, just in the streets. And it's just beautiful here. The beach is gorgeous. So if you're not, if you haven't been here before, you got to come and check it out. The Mount is a beautiful place. Yeah, Hamish making a Les twist after Lester Kasai inventing that one. Going for a big fakey ollie.
The Les twist down. He just does it perfect.
Yeah, he's got it wired. See the second heat starting to stretch in the background there, put their pads on, so it can only be a couple of minutes left for these guys. Maybe they get one more run each. Oh!
Caden going down hard, trying to double foot fast plant off the top or something.
He went for frontside boneless.
Boneless off the top.
Yeah. Like I said, the guy rides bowls and pools, so I haven't really seen him on the ramp, but, you know, it's quite different because when you ride a bowl and a pool, the walls hold you in, and when you ride the vert ramp or whatever, you know, the cylindrical force holds you in. So they're quite different, you know. So when you're not a vert skater, it is a bit hard, and when you're a vert skater, it's pretty hard to ride the bowls. Yeah, nice 5-0.
It's nice that they do both cross over, the vert and the bowl. The vert guys go skate the bowls, and the bowl guys come up and try to skate the vert.
Yeah, and that's the way it should be. I mean, the more things you skate, the more you can skate, and the better skateboarder it makes you. So, and basically, we all skate because it's fun. So, you know, I personally am a vert ramp skater, but I love the bowls. You can just like, I don't know, just ride your board and just have so much fun. You don't have to do like so many tricks. You know, you can do a lot of carves and just 50-50s and just keep your speed. Probably say we're getting pretty close to maybe the top of the order in their last run through. Zeden, and there, he's got a little crew up there, all the little guys. They all want to see a 5, and a little method out there. Nice judo. Nice alley-oop. Yeah.
Run is looking perfect so far.
Yeah, clean as.
Got the varial. Into the Christ. Oh!
Stomped it down, but...
Stomped it pretty good.
Yeah. I could kind of seen about halfway through that he wasn't actually going to stick it. He did put it down, but his legs were bent, so therefore he couldn't have pumped through the transition. And he knew that, so he just bailed. So, you know, no drama for him. He sticks it all the time and, you know, just tweaked his wrist like playing softball or something silly. And old Squeak goes for a 5. So it's pretty cool to see.
He's definitely amped everyone up.
Yeah, I mean, these guys have another half-hour session after the second heat, and I can pretty much guarantee you he will put it down. So stick around and watch.
Chris Woods from Wellington.
Yeah, he is. Couple of weeks, another contest down there. Bowlzilla, where they got the Waitangi Park, I think, down there. And he'll be skating in the bowl down there, and he is a local there, so he'll be one to look out for. Oh. Hamish dropping in. The other skaters from Heat 2 starting to get up on the platform now. You see some different kind of skating. Nice Andrick there. Keeping it clean. Rock slide to fakie. Yep. Super great crowd of the Mount. I mean, I don't know if you can see behind me, but a bunch of trees there, and there is pretty much standing room only. So it's super cool. Thank you so much to the crowd of the Mount coming out and joining us in the park. Beautiful afternoon. See some great skating. Chris Woods just determined to make his kickflip, so he's just sneaking in and gonna have another run.
Just over rotating it there.
Yeah.
Definitely got a good heat coming up.
Jeremy Corkery all the way from Palmerston North. Underwood Zoo in the house.
Nice, bro.
Yep, so I think a couple more riders. Mark, but you can see the second heat getting on the deck. It's pretty, they're all pumped up now. They've just been watching these guys skate.
Big 50s, a lot of speed coming out of there. Front side 5 over the tail.
360 rock and roll.
Let's hear it now, walking away.
Nice run there. Must be almost
Yeah, almost
the
time
end
to
of that heat.
changing of the guard. Woodsy's going to just snake and have a run. Just wants to make a kickflip. He doesn't care. The crowd want to see it, so he's having fun.
First wood at it again, all the way from Wellington. Let's hear it.
Just getting used to the ramp, it looks like.
Yeah, definitely way different. He rides a ramp down in Wellington, and it's about a foot and a half shorter than this ramp, and, you know, quite a bit different transition. So it does change things up a little bit. Sometimes takes you 2 or 3 sessions, you know, and I think he got up last night, so he's probably only had one skate on the ramp.
This ramp's probably twice as wide as that one as well.
Yeah, that's true. And while everyone tries to work out what's happening, Woodsy's going to have another go. And you know what? I think he's going to make it this time. Nope. Because I've seen him make it like 3 times in a row on my ramp. After the Kerry Vert jam, he comes in sessions the ramp in the backyard and just did it back to back to back. Super good to watch.
Speed Demon, Caden, rock the fakey slide.
Yeah.
Kaden goes first, everyone.
All right, old Tucker here from Palmerston North. Whoa. Going for a little varial invert. Jeremy dropping in, I think, probably for his last run, I think. The second heat, they're going to start to get restless, and they'll just start snaking anyway.
So they have a little warm up for the next heat, or they go straight into it.
Jeremy Corkery. And our final minutes before we move on to heat 2.
Final minutes of heat 1,
All right, boys and girls, we're going to move straight into heat number 2.
and then looks like we're straight into heat number 2.
So we're coming up. Jeremy.
Such a relaxed backside air there. Back to back.
Yeah, that's a pretty good line, you know. Did a couple of inverts back to back, held the speed and stuff, so. Heat 2's coming up, and Heat 2 is going to be great. I mean, we've got a couple of locals, which is always really good, but also in Heat number 2 we have Niwa. And
Caden bonus is in off the top there.
Yeah.
Gets the crowd going, the boys loving that.
yeah, he's a rad skater. He's got some skills, but be pretty cool to watch the next heat. They should be just about, oh no, Woodsy's going to drop in and make his kickflip. He better make it. Here we go. He's got a sticker this time. Oh, puts it down and
It's as close as you can
he's-
get.
Yeah.
So that was it.
Think so, but Mark's having another run. He was in Heat 1, but maybe he's just coming down. Nobody likes to walk down the ladder, that's for sure. Yeah, first skater of Heat 2, Nick Clegg, just they're gonna just have like real little riders warm up the legs. Niwa dropping in. Probably he's got to be the favorite for today. He just took out the Mangawai Bowl Jam. Before that, he took out the Kerry Vert Jam, which are pretty much the only 2 contests of the year that are, you know, kind of where everybody goes. So in this heat, we have Niwa Sherry, 14 years age, skating from Taranaki. We have Cole. Cole actually organized and is running this competition today, and he's local here, and he set it all up, and he got us all to come down here to support his contest, and got some amazing sponsors: Hyperride, Copious, Yana, Skull Candy, Double Down Grip Tapes, Pitfire, Power Peralta, DVS, Newfound Eyewear, George Cafe, getting some local people on board, and G-Shock. So great, well done, Kale, for organizing that and making it all happen. We got Steve Nichols, also was a pretty serious contender in the Masters up in Mangawai. He is an amazing lip trick guy, got a ton of tricks, so it'll be good to watch him. Ant's a local from the Mount, and he's getting the Masters, and he does big airs, so it's pretty cool to watch him. He's got a lot of power, a lot of energy, so some good big airs will be in his thing. Rico Hanare, you would have seen his younger brother Remus skate in the under-16s. Rico from Taupo. Nick Clegg skating in the Masters today, over 40. He's down from Auckland. And Nathan Smith from the Mount, another local. Mike Lee, also a local from the Mount. And William Monroe, also a local from the Mount. So should be good. This is Ants on the ramp right now, but these guys are probably going to have a couple of real mellow, stretch your legs. They've all been sitting watching for a bit, so they're going to sort it out, and then they're going to get started.
So 4 Mounties skating together in this heat. A couple of Aucklanders. One from the Naki. Rico from Taupo. Niwa. So do they have a vert ramp in the Naki?
No, they don't actually. They've got a little park, Niwa is an all-round skater. Like, he's pretty amazing. He's got a mini ramp in his backyard. They have a skate park there that, the local surf community and everybody organized and made happen. Jason Parks went down and built a great bowl there. So he's got a really good bowl. It only, I think, is about 8 feet deep, so quite a bit smaller than this. But a couple of years back, we missed last year, but I was skating in California, and Niwa shows up. So he's starting to travel the world and trying to, learn some tricks and see him out there. And he would probably actually be overseas now if, we weren't in the world situation, because a lot of these skaters will spend time in California and in Australia skating with, different people to, kind of up their skills, because skateboarding is now in the Olympics, and first time this year. So, it's opened it up for girl skaters, which is just wonderful to see. So there's a lot of future in skateboarding now. Some of these guys would get to represent their countries in the Olympics, so that's why a lot of them travel international for qualifying contests and, also different abilities.
And so, Dave, in the Olympics, do you know they'll be having vert ramp, street?
No, they won't be having vert ramp.
No vert ramp.
This year, they're only having park, and they're having street. So street contests, pretty much trying to simulate everything you see in the downtown thing. A lot of curbs, a lot of handrails, a lot of stairs, and they have quarter pipes and stuff so they can all hold their speed and things. And then the park series will be bowls, but the bowls actually do go to vert. They'll probably be about 9 feet deep at the biggest, but those young guys and a lot of people, they'll all do 5s and 9s and do a lot of the varial tricks, because they keep their speed in a park. Lots of transition walls, but they're very well designed, so you hold your speed and you can hit multiple walls back to back. So really good to watch. Vert skating will make the Olympics, but it probably won't be till 2028.
All right. The boys got a bit of time to practice then.
Yeah, that's for sure.
One of the local boys here.
Yeah. So great to see this guy skate. He just loves to skate with everyone, and is just super excited that everyone's come down to the Mount, And that's pretty much what it's all about, is really getting to skate with everyone and having a good session. This is Rico. Rico's from Taupo.
The boys are still just warming up.
Yeah, takes a little bit, once you've been sitting down all day. This is their first session of the day.
It's unreal Neil is so comfortable in this big stuff, and he doesn't really have a big vert ramp down there in the Naki to practice on.
Yeah, but Niwa is a contender and will definitely be, you know, a future representative of New Zealand in the Olympics. If he keeps going, he does train. He skates almost every day, and, you know, he makes a point of coming to skate this ramp, you know, before the contest. Sessioning, he's probably been here a few days, and, you know, he comes to give it a good shot, and he'd love to win it, and he's got the tricks. So, you know, there's a couple of good guys. Eden's had some great runs, so it'd be good to see. It's definitely changing of the guard. The young guns kind of knocking out the old guys. That was
Contest organizer there, Kale, going pretty big.
Kale does some great airs, and you know, when once Kale sticks a couple of tricks, he gets a bit of adrenaline, he gets excited, and he starts to go for it. And when he goes for it, he is so good to watch. He's got a lot of power, and this is local ramps, you know, so I would expect him to, you know, definitely be a contender skating in the Masters today.
Yeah, I'd say he knows this ramp better than anyone, really.
Yeah, that's for sure. Steve Nichols is he's a great skater. He's an all-round skater. Skates the street, skates the mini ramp, skates the bowl, skates the vert ramp. But you should see this guy on the mini ramps and the little parks and everything. He is a lip trick master. He does back to back to back the longest grinds of every kind, and it takes a lot of them to fakie. So Steve Nichols is definitely probably going to put together a pretty good run. So it'll be great to watch him skate.
Nice little backside here there.
Yeah.
Hang that.
This is Josh. He was going to be in Heat 1, but he's ready. Nice tail slide.
Whoa, board. Goes flying off the side of the ramp. He's all good. Back in the Rico, nice front side here. Got a rock to fakie. Throws down that backside here. Dropping in next. You got Niwa.
Nice setup there.
Going for a massive stalefish.
Yeah, and he folds his back leg right up. He's got so much style. It's so good to watch, you know. See a photo of that trick, like his back leg will be folded on his board, and he has just got his full palm holding it.
Karate kicked. Cal Tully, organizer going huge again.
Yeah, Cal will have a few nerves and everything. He's spent the last, 24 hours on the phone trying to get everyone here and make it all happen. And chasing up the sponsors and trying to organize everything, and then he's just changed hats and he's gone for a skate now, so it'll take him a few minutes to loosen up.
Feeble fakie there.
Yeah. Ants dropping in the corner.
Nice, holds on to the good front side there. Nice fakie here.
Look at the smile on his face. It's so cool to watch.
He's definitely the happiest skater out there.
Yeah.
Josh just coming off that front side lean.
Yep. Here's Kale again.
Nice backside, Kale.
Yeah, big front side in the corner.
Pulls it. On the front side there. Slides up to the 50-50. just doesn't quite get the nose grind. Rico, a little layback frontside grind. Sets up a backside turn to the frontside ear. Nice little run, just warming up. Neva drops in. It's got a little double pump backside. Just throws away that kung fu scale fish.
Zant's on the ramp. He's a local. Plasterer by day, and he comes and skates this ramp. You know, they have a Friday session here every Friday, and probably skate most weekends as well. Going for an ollie blunt. Good to see.
Just banged out a few tricks there.
Yeah. Steve Nichols, master of the 5-0 on the frontside 5-0.
Doesn't quite connect there.
Nick Clegg going for the Madonna.
Huge Madonna. Back at Cal Tolley.
Yeah, Kale. Super big shout out to Kale for putting this event on, making it happen, you know, getting some energy here in the Mount. I mean, obviously the locals love it because, you know, there's a ton of people sitting behind us under the trees and all around this grass bank. The ramp's well situated in a park here, so heaps of room for everyone to just kind of sit around. Yeah, Kale's putting together a good run, so he'll be stoked now. Nice backside ollie.
Nice work. Contest organizer there throws down one of the better runs of the heat so far. Back up to Neva. There's the stale. Sticks it perfectly.
Fell off on a backside ollie, which is not very Neverish, but it's all right. He's just warming up, but we've still got a half-hour session.
Local boy Nathan Smith in the Mount.
Arigato dropping in here. He's from Japan, but staying here in the Mount. It's just so cool to see. He's got his own style there. He's got a couple of good frontside airs, nice little air to fakie. But most of all, you check out the smile on his face. He just loves skateboarding. He's so happy. Yeah, there's a nice little 360 air.
Nice smooth style.
Josh Wilson dropping in on the corner. Yeah, there's a backsmith. I love that trick.
Nice backside 5-0. Into a fakey feeble grind.
Hey, thanks so much for all you people out there joining in and watching us on skysportnext. Super great to have you with us today. I'm Dave Crabb, and with me is
Miles Radimer.
And we're watching this contest down here at Mount Maunganui. If you just came in or just tuned in, super great, beautiful day in a lovely town, beautiful beach, and great people. Most of them all sitting in the park here behind us, watching the Vert Jam today. We're down here at Blake Park at Mount Maunganui. And this is the second heat, mixed open and masters in this heat. And basically it's a jam format contest, so their best runs and use of the ramp, ability of tricks, and their style. It's going to kind of be in the judges. We got two judges today. We got Scott Wilstrom, one of New Zealand's top skateboarders, you know, skating, being a vert skater or whatever from the days gone by. and also Andrew Morrison, one of New Zealand's only one of a few that made it to be an international pro skater with boards from American sponsors. And, you know, he's a hell of a great guy, a good skateboarder, so he'll be definitely watching today. Niwa on the ramp right now.
Niwa having an amazing run here.
Yeah, that was sick, like just that 5-0 fakie.
Goes for the front.
Yeah, going
nose blunt.
yeah, which is pretty rad, like on this ramp. Ant's dropping in there on the right-hand side. Yeah, nice setup here.
Yeah, it's
Bit different skating in a contest. I mean, I skated with Ants here on this ramp, and like I said, he's a local. He goes really big, so he'll just settle down a little bit, get a bit of adrenaline, and see his mate Kale rip it up, and then those boys will be into it and give us some good skating. Right now, a little nerves in the legs, and everyone's watching, you know. Them guys skate here all the time with no one watching, and bit of pressure today, so see how they handle it, but definitely some good skaters on the ramp. Nick Clegg ready to drop in now. Starting with a little backside air. Nick Clegg skating in the Masters.
just trying to go for a little wraparound.
Yeah.
Arigato.
They've had their warm-ups, and these are all, they're basically in a contest format now.
Back-to-back frontside ears.
Yeah.
Little backside ear.
He's a local here and one of the crew that skate every Friday night, every Sunday, you know, so super great to see him entering the contest today. Steve Nichols, an Auckland skater. Master of the lip, and just falling there in a 5-0. Old Smitty, he's a local here, just loves skateboarding, and I think that's the first time I've ever seen him make 2 airs in a row. So he'll be buzzing. He'll be buzzing on that run. He's just one of the crew, and just loves skateboarding. And it's just, you know, this is an open contest; anyone can enter. So he's just super stoked to have everyone down here at the mount and skating with them.
Back into Cal Tully, huge backside here, massive front side.
Yeah, that's a Kale that we want to see.
Puts it the tail, front of the tail into the 50-50, backside ollie. Yeah, Kale.
Yeah. Les Twist grabbing backside there. Oh, falling
Puts
off
it
of
right
his,
on the coping. Yeah, Cal.
nice run.
Awesome run there by the organizer.
Back to the top of the order, we got Niwa dropping in. I love to watch this guy skate. He has come so far in the last couple of years, getting a little bit of body weight now, going a bit higher and stuff like that. Nice indie tuck knee, nice backside ollie. Basics, nice stand-up frontside grind. Yeah, stomping the stalefish. Trick, 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 trick.
It's actually pretty nice to see Taranaki get behind him and build him a vert ramp.
Yeah, that's, you know, like he travels the world to chase vert ramps or whatever, but going for an indie kickflip, so that was great to see. And I know that he can stomp that. Yeah, Nick Clegg dropping in. Whoop, missed his front truck on the 50-50. 50-50 being having both trucks grinding on the coping. Smitty dropping in now. Yeah, a few people in the crowd giving him a nudge on.
He's stoked. I'm not too sure what they're trying to...
They're trying to get everyone to skate in order because
Okay.
hopefully that makes it easier for the judges, you know, if they skate in order. But,
Smitty's back up.
yeah, he doesn't care. He's just so stoked to be here. He just wants to skate with everyone and hang out and just be part of today. He's all stoked.
He's
Nick-
like, while you guys are talking, I'll just keep doing some ears.
Yeah. Nick Clegg didn't quite suck that one in. He would have hung up on it, so he bailed. When you're skating, when you're doing these tricks, you kind of know, like you're halfway through it. You've got, you know, the 1/100th of a second time to make the call. Your feet are on, you're over the coping, you know, whatever. And, you know, like you don't slam very often. You basically bail. You just jump off because it's not, you know, perfect or whatever. And you know, obviously, the more you skate, the less bails you have.
Another bail there, so I guess it gets to the point where you think you're going to make it, so you stay on.
Yeah, you know, and, you know, like a contest run and, you know, the serious guys, they're going to stick it and they will go for it and hold on, you know, and they've got the ability and they've put it down every time. You know, other guys, you know, they feeling good, they stick everything, they feel a little bit off or not enough weight on their feet, they'll take the bail.
I like his little alley-oop 50-50 he's got.
Yeah, that's a great trick. I love watching that one.
Throwing up the huge Madonna there, not quite grabbing on.
Yeah, Nick's a pretty aggressive skater. He'll get it, you know, when he's on fire. And sometimes takes him a few runs to get there. Josh Wilson in the rim now.
Just crossing over the ramp.
Rico dropping in. Yeah, Rico got a little frontside air there. Going for a little backside varial, 180 varial.
They are still trying to get people in order there. Smithy's back up. Throwing it away.
Yeah, he's just got a goal to basically be on the platform with everyone, to hang out, enjoy the atmosphere. You know, a lot of people here in the park or watching stuff. If he can do a couple of little backside airs in a row, he will go away as, you know, like the winner because he's just probably skated the best he's ever skated, you know. And we're in the ramp right now, and he's getting a bit more into it. Nice in the air. Nice frontside 5-0 into the stalefish. Okay, now they're back in order and scoring these runs. Kale tallying the... Come on, Kale. And a big thanks to Kale for organizing this contest today. Nice big frontside air. It's the one that's in the photo on the back of my shirt.
Yeah, Cal. Also a good surfer, Cal. One of the best skater surfers in the country as well.
Yeah, definitely. He's got a great crossover, but I guess living at the Mount, you know, you got the surf on the right-hand side, and you got this ramp that's pretty much always 13.5 feet and perfect. Josh is up from Wellington. He'll be skating in a couple of weeks in Bowzilla in the Wellington contest down there at Waitangi Park.
That's his local park.
Yeah, he rips that place up so fast. Steve Nichols came fourth in the bowl jam up at Mangawai there a few weeks back. Great skater, really long runs, just loves the lip. I mean, feeble to fakie is just great. Love that trick.
Grinds it a bit as well.
Nick Clegg dropping in now.
Let's go, Nick. Nice.
Yeah, first invert we've seen in this heat, I think. It's pretty cool. It's an old school trick, but I love it. Yeah, he's having a great ride. Ants in the ramp now.
See a little alley-oop grind there. Goes to the frontside 50.
Frontside 50 is a hard one. You got to you got to just come straight in, have all your body weight on top, you know, and then, you know, then it's under control. But you're leaning into the ramp, you don't have the weight on your feet. It's hard to grind.
You can't see behind you. It's like a frontside floater. Eva with his stale fish.
Yeah, nice backside ollie. His feet just are like glued to that board. I think he'll go for an indie kickflip or something here. There it is, and he sticks it. So super stoked on that one.
And the ollie blunt.
He was going for the money run that time. It's great to see. Yeah, check out the slow-mo of the kickflip. Now into the sun, but super awesome. Kale on the ramp. Boom. Big frontside air in the corner. Yeah. Nee was skating in the open, and Kale is skating in the Masters division, even though they're on the ramp at the same time. It's just a jam format.
Just misses the grab. Crowd are loving their run.
Yeah, Josh back in the ramp. Yeah, beautiful.
Smith.
Back Smith. I love it.
Backside the tail there. Nice run by Josh.
Yeah, it was a good run. Nice and clean. Yeah, holding on to his frontside air. Really late release. Pretty much holding it all the way to landing.
Feeble fakie grind. Rock to fakie. Yeah, Steve.
Nick Clegg had a pretty good run last time. If he sticks his airs, he could probably put together a pretty competitive run, you know, with his invert and if he gets his Madonna. So it's good to see Nick skate.
Smitty.
There's Smitty, and there's...
Yeah.
He's going to keep trying, and he will make 2 in a row, and he's just naturally buzzed on that. I love to see the good attitude. Rico's on the ramp. Rico's up from Taupo. Got a great skating family, you know. His sister and his brother both competed today, so it's great to see him. And Rico used to compete in the under-16s and won New Zealand Nationals under-16.
Neva just going down on his first ear.
Yeah.
Back up to Cal Tolley, contest organizer. Boom. Nice little front side. Into the backside.
Yeah.
Bigger and bigger. Nice front side tail. It's looking more confident. Not quite. Joshy Wilson from Raleigh. Got the front side grind there. Front side tail. Oh, just comes off. Cheers, brother. Yeah. Smooth into the front side 50. Little rock fakey slide. Throws away the 360 rock. Nichols with the 5-0 backside grind into the fakey feeble. 360s. Little grind on the back track.
Yeah, Arigato in the ramp. Big smile on his face, holding onto his front side ears. Not that time, though.
They're getting higher,
Yeah.
higher and higher.
Yeah, he's pushing it a little bit, you know. Nick Clegg going for a feeble fakie. That's a great trick. I don't think I've seen any of the masters do that. Steve Nichols has got it pretty wide, but apart from that,
Oh, Smitty goes down.
trying to get that back-to-back, but he's stoked.
Here's the young guy, Niwa,
Yeah.
flying into that sun. So smooth.
Yeah, such a good style.
Here's the stale.
Kale was skating in the Masters today. Kale is a local at the Mountain, the organizer of this contest.
Yeah.
He was going huge. Super stoked on Kale organizing this event, getting together some amazing sponsors. We'd like to thank Hyperride and Copious, Yana, Skull Candy, Double Down Grip Tape, Spitfire, Pal Peralta, DVS, Newfound Eyewear, George Cafe, and G-Shock for getting on board and donating prizes and some money to make this event happen. So super great. Big thanks to them guys. And also super big thanks to the town of Mount Maunganui getting this ramp here and making it all happen, and all the locals coming out to watch the contest today. Skateboarding is an Olympic sport. It's going to be showcased this year, 2021, and which will be amazing to see. You know, there's only going to be 40 competitors, 20 in each division, boys and girls, and to showcase the event in a park and street. So it'll be really amazing to see, you know, get some government funding and stuff once it is an Olympic sport to kind of upgrade and make some great facilities for these up-and-coming young guys to train at. So when they go overseas, you know, the facilities we have match the ones overseas that they will be skating on in contests. Niwa has been skating in Australia and America, and he's from Taranaki and definitely one of the up-and-coming top New Zealand skateboarders. Love to watch this guy skate. He's got a lot of tricks, you know.
Just sending it right now.
Yeah, setting up, tweaking that in the air. Oh,
Stomps the kickflip.
Yeah, that was sick. Like, so low landing, but boy,
He's got
there
the front
it is.
side.
Oh.
He's got the front side nose
Yeah.
one halfway down the ramp.
Yeah. And that trick on this ramp is pretty much as tough as it gets. Like, you know, there's no room for error. It has to be 100%. You got to lock on your front truck. And that was just so good to watch.
Cal's going to be feeding off that
Yeah, he is.
into the front side of the tail. Just can't quite get the track off that front grind. Nick Clegg back in. Front side 50. Can he hold it? Big Madonna. Oh, he's getting closer. Josh Wilson back in. Not mucking around. Back tail. Can't quite hold it. Back to the local man, Smitty. Smitty's got the backside here. He's got the first one. Holds the second one. He'll be stoked. Back-to-back backsides. Yes, Smitty. Arigato, the big front side. Nice and smooth. Goes for the kickflip. Steve Nichols just goes down with the front side here.
Best thing about skateboarding is, you know, you watch Smitty there, the two backside airs, absolutely stoked. Competing against himself, you know, doesn't make it all the time. So these guys just get a natural buzz out of doing things they don't always do. And that usually comes in contests from the atmosphere and the energy created by the crowd all sitting here and, you know, the other skaters on the deck. Watching Niwa skate, watching Kale skate, you know, people up their ante and make some tricks they don't make every day. So big buzz on that one. Yeah.
Got it.
Cale's getting pretty close to putting his whole run together. He's just missing a single trick, you know. But they've been skating a while now, so their legs will be starting to wobble.
Here's Joshy going for that back tail.
Yeah, I love that trick, eh? So good when you see the, good one. You see the position of the back foot, just right on the ball there.
Rico dropping in. Nice front side here. Gets the 50-50. Just chucks away the backside here. Looks like the boys are getting hot.
Yes, it's definitely a hot day, and the sun is starting to set there, and it's just cooking inside the ramp.
Ew.
Yeah, Haragato holding on to it. Likes to hold on to his board late, doesn't do the early release like you see a lot of the other guys doing. Holds on to it pretty much until he puts it down, but big smile, happy guy. And here's Niwa. Niwa's had a great run. He's pretty much stomped it, so just going to give it a little nudge now.
Tweaking out both of those backside ears.
Yeah, it's a beautiful in the air.
He's got the pivot fakie. He's going for the blunt. Couldn't quite get the prop off the coping. But a good run. Some
Yeah,
huge ears in that one, huh?
Yeah, great style, but that's a hard trick, You got to just make sure your board locks in on that front truck, or it's, you just can't pull it back.
Oh,
That's one. Old Nick.
Cal not getting off in time. Josh Wilson. Gonna see that back ollie to tail. Back Smith. Beautiful back Smith. Makes it all look pretty easy, this guy. Clear, good nice invert there. 50 grind. This comes out. Goes down to feeble fakie. Another local boy, Smitty. Taps a nice little backside in. Goes down, but he's stoked.
These guys have got about 5 or 10 minutes left, and then I think we go back to Heat 1 for a second session now that they've watched Heat 2, put in their final runs.
Okay, we're going to see that front blunt.
Yeah, definitely one of the top contenders for today. Probably been 2 or 3 standouts. Say Niwa definitely being one of them. I don't know, what the judges have got on their scorecards, but I definitely put Niwa in the top 3 for sure. And maybe he'll take it out, but he's definitely one of the standouts of today.
Yeah, those top guys have top runs. It's going to be quite a hard one to judge.
Yeah, definitely, That's why the judges making notes and they're scoring, individual runs to see who wins the jam overall. Cale putting together a good run right now. He's just got to make his 360 of this one right here.
Got it.
Yeah.
Nice one.
There it is. So he, just put himself pretty much in the contender, for the Masters. I mean, Squeak ripped it up in the first heat. And, of course, Steve Nichols is ripping in this heat. So,
Yeah, Kale.
but Kale was definitely one of the heavyweights
He's
now.
got to be happy with that one.
Yeah. Nice long ride, too. Steve Nichols has the best 5-0 grinds. He just
Right up on
locks
top.
it in, eh? His truck is so worn out. He's almost got like a groove in his truck, like a gull wing.
He's having a good run here. Oh, just goes down that 360.
This is Ans. Ans, one of the locals here. Yeah, nice little rewind 5-0. Great little trick there. Using the
Super
whole
smooth.
ramp. That's one of the things that judges are watching for. You see these guys that drop in on the corner, and they're using the whole ramp, going corner to corner, backside, front side. Those are all the things that get scored on. I mean, that's a super rad trick, the old back tail. Love that trick.
Yeah, one of my favorites. The backsmith and the back tail. Going for quite a big feeble there. Man, that sun is beaming in here.
Yeah, I know. I'm getting blinded.
Holy. Yeah, Smitty.
Might have to pick up the cameras and run them around the other side. Now Regato holding on to his front side air,
Arigato.
back to back. Yeah, he's going for a little finger flip at the end there. I haven't seen him make it today, but he's having an absolute ball. Rico just going for a frontside 5-0 there, but just kicking it over the lip, kind of slipping it into a lip slide. Pretty hard to come back from that. Niwa dropping on the right-hand side here. And you pretty much know he's going to go for the front blunt.
Yeah. Ooh.
Kale dropping in again. Yeah, Kale's going big. Holding on to it. Oh, goes for a finger kick flip.
Mixing it up with the kickflip.
Guys are starting to get a bit tired now. The legs are starting to fade a bit. This is where you can see the guys that skate a lot.
Yeah, it must be hot up there with that sun.
Yeah, they've been skating for quite a while.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd have to say that should be pretty much ready for last runs because I notice a few people starting to drop out now, Pretty hard to session for that long.
Yeah, that's a good frontside grind he's got for sure.
Yeah, I love it. He just stands up. Ants dropping in now.
Nice backside here.
I think these guys are only going to have a couple more runs each. And then I believe we go back to heat number 1 for their second session. They've all been watching heat 2 skate. So, they're just going to try. And we had a couple of great skaters in heat number 1. I don't know if you're watching. We had Zeedham fellows from Wanaka doing all the airs. Didn't stick a 5, 540, 1.5 rotations, also known as a McTwist. He's got it pretty wired, but I'm pretty sure he'll make it in the next heat. we had Squeak, you know, in the Masters, put together some good runs, had a great eggplant and a tuck knee, you know, so he'll be a contender in the Masters. Chris Wood and all those guys, they'll be padding up again. They've all had some water and stuff, so they'll be getting ready to go again. And then these guys get one more session, and then that's it. And then the judges, they're going to tally up all their scores and see who comes out on top. But it's seriously a great day here at the Mount. Magical ramp and awesome setting here at the Lake Park.
Yeah, they must be winding down now. Coming into the last few minutes.
Yeah. And he was, you know, look at that. He just tweaks everything. His feet are just locked on solid. Great in the air. That is a, you know, nice backside air. And he's setting up now, you know. Stomps the stalefish. So he's just going to get his feet set up. There's the setup trick. And there it is. How about that, eh? He stomped it. You can pretty much see as soon as he landed it, it was a make. Frontside ollie into a nose blunt. Pretty hard trick, yeah. Well done, Niwa. He'll be super stoked on that run. Put it all together.
Stepping up there in the last minutes of the heat.
Yeah. Now Kale's got his back. He'll try and back it up, give it a nudge. Kale might even try, I think he's gone for the kickflip.
Yeah, it's looking good.
Yeah.
Got the grab.
Watched him make it a couple of nights ago, you know, seen the footage, so I know it's there if he wants it. Steve Nichols laughing at himself.
Last runs from that second heat.
Whoa, Smitty's just holding on to it. He's still stoked. 2 in a row. Yeah. It's just so cool to see these guys stoked on their skating. Having a ant going big, but see he lost the weight on his back foot, so you know he pulled out. So the format today is there's 2 heats. They both get 2 half-hour jams so that they can watch each other skate, step it up to the plate. And also a lot of these guys are from out of town, well, 90% of them. So, you know, first time is checking out the ramp, learning, you know, feeling. And now, you know, they've had some water and they've watched everyone skate. They, you know, got a bit of energy in them. There's a bit of atmosphere here. Crowd is pretty big behind us, hanging out in the trees, getting some shade. And, you know, people are going to go for it, give it a bit of a nudge and hold on. So still some great skating to come. Super stoked to be here at Mount Maunganui. This awesome ramp here at Blake Park. Kale probably getting in his last run. He's going to try and take it all the way home. He really wants to make this kickflip right here. No. It doesn't come off your front foot right. It's pretty hard to get it to flip properly so you can grab it.
35 minutes on the clock. 5 minutes added. What will be put down in that time? You got to do what? Nichols. I heard the word try.
Yeah, a bit of fatigue setting in. Anaphylactic acid not getting into the legs. The guys are getting bits, so I think that might be the end of that heat. And
getting high there. It's beautiful. One of the highest airs I've seen today.
Ant goes big. I love to watch him skate. There he goes, the little Japanese salute as he drops in. Arigato from Japan, being a local and a resident here at the Mount, and having an absolute ball skating today. He's got a little varial at the end of his ride he'd really like to try and make, but that's the closest he's got.
He got the grab.
He is just all excited and stoked to skate with everyone here. Pretty happy camper. All right, heat number 1. They're going to be padding up for their second session and second and final session. And we've got some great skaters in there. It'd be good to see Zeden come back up now that he's had some runs on this ramp. It'd be great to see Lee and Chris Wood and the crew from Palmy. Great to see them all make the trip up here.
All right, the last run there from Kale. Got closer to the kickflip Indy, but just going to have a little break now before the next heat starts.
Thanks so much for joining us here on Sky Sport Next. We're going to take a little break, and we'll see you all back as they start this session. Appreciate you all joining us at the beautiful Mount Maunganui Vert Ramp for VERTicus, the Open and Masters Vert Jam 2021, live from Mount Maunganui.
No, it's just warm-ups, I think. Just a couple of things. I'm finding it hard to keep up. Understand.
Hello.
Hey, welcome back to Skysportnext. We're here in Mount Maunganui for the VERTicus Vert Jam. And I'm Dave Crabb, going to take you through the next couple of heats. These are our final heats, and this is final of heat number one. They got about another 15 minutes or whatever in this jam format session. And then heat two will get a final 15 minutes, and that's us, the judges are watching. So got some great skaters in this heat. If you've been just tuned in, we're here at Mount Maunganui, probably one of New Zealand's best vert ramps. It's about 13 and a half feet and is probably about 48 feet wide. Super amazing ramp, and it's great. K.O. Tali got everyone together down here and organized this competition. Had some amazing sponsors help out. Skull Candy, Spitfire, Pal Peralta, just to name a few. They got behind them and have started this contest. So super good to see. The boys are warming up. This is their final session. We got a couple of great skaters today, and they're pretty much the two contenders or the two standouts so far. One of them just about to drop in the ramp. He's working on a 5. He hasn't put it down today, but I'd almost say that if he has a good setup here, being this one right here, this is his setup here. If he has a nice landing, I'm pretty sure he'll stick this one. And there it is. Oh, I thought he had it. I know he's got it. I've seen him do it 100 times. I've seen him do it back-to-back. He up in the carry jam where him and Niwa battled it out. And Niwa took that one out by like half a point in the finals. So great to see these two young skaters upping the ante. And, Caden on the ramp right now doing a frontside boneless. So skaters have traveled from pretty much all around New Zealand. We got Wanaka, a lot of skaters from Auckland, Wellington, Hamilton, a full crew from Palmerston North, some from Taranaki, six-pack of guys here from the Mount, a couple from Taupo. So really good to see everyone getting here today and having a good session. Two divisions skating right now, and this open heat. There's some masters, skaters over 40 years of age. And earlier today, if you were watching, we had the girls and the under-16s. Great to see the development of those guys coming through. Skateboarding is now an Olympic sport, so being showcased this year, 2021, with the girls and the guys skateboarding street and in park. Two disciplines of skateboarding, and today we're watching Vert being the third discipline. So super good. This is an amazing ramp. It's pretty much one, a little bit smaller than the X Games ones. It's about the same size as Tony Hawk's ramp. Probably one of the better skateboard ramps in the world. So this one's a little bit slippery outside. It's got a skate light on it, which is an amazing product for skateboard ramps, and it's super well built here. So big thanks to the Mount Maunganui Council there for making this happen. Hamish Stewart on the ramp just made a les twist. Super good trick, fakie 360, landing forwards. Oh, frontside air there, but see his feet come off, and he landed, only had his toes on the board, so therefore he couldn't basically steer his board, and bit hard. The feet are not attached to the board, and it's the vert at the top of the ramp. There's about 1'7" 2 feet of vert on this ramp, somewhere around about there, and because it's cylindrical shaped, you're weightless, so that's why your feet stay on the board. That's how they can do these big airs. Now here's Zedin. I mean, the crowd is so behind him. 13 years old from Wanaka. Here's his setup air. He's got a nice landing, and there's his 5. He's got good feet. Oh, so close. He's got to put it down. And everybody wants it. He knows he's got it. He's been skating a lot today, and he's only 13, so we know he's going to put it down.
Dave's just taking Niwa to the side there, giving him a few tips on how to land that 540. Giving him some good tips there, Dave.
Yeah, he's an amazing little skater. He's only 13, and unfortunately he does skate alone a lot, so it's really good to mentor and chat to these guys and try and help them out. Skateboarding is probably like 50% mental and 50% ability.
Yeah, like what you were just saying there, visualize what you want to do, visualize yourself landing it.
Yeah, if he can get his head into the right space. I mean, I've seen him make it 100 times. He's never skated this ramp before. The sun's shining. He hurt his wrist playing sports with his sister. So he's thinking of all these other things instead of thinking of making it. So when he just relaxes and breathes, he'll put it down. And I could almost put money on it he'd make it next time, because he does it all the time, and it's his trick. So everybody wants to see it, so there is good energy in the air, and they're all behind him. So, in fact, he's just about to drop in. So not a lot of visualizing. Quick run. A lot of it is in his setup air, though, he's changing it up this time. He's just going to have a run, try and get some points on the board. Nice alley-oop. Oh, yeah. There it is. Oh, God. I don't know how he can come any closer and not make it.
He rolled away like a half a foot of landing it. Stay on. You got it.
Yeah, he's got it. He's smiling now, so now he's not thinking of all the other stuff. Now he's thinking of making it, so it's going to happen. So great today to see all the locals of the mountain all sitting in the park relaxing. There's a bunch of people just enjoying the park atmosphere and watching some great skateboarding. So super big thanks to Mount Maunganui for hosting this contest, and you know, the locals for coming out and supporting it. Really appreciate it. You know, even had local sponsors, you know, George Cafe and You Found Eyewear and everything, all coming in and helping out, putting up a little bit of money for some of the prizes and stuff, helping out Kale, one of the local skaters, making it all happen. So a big shout out to the local people and restaurants and bars and stuff getting behind it. Okay, these guys have probably got one, maybe two more runs. Everybody wants to see Zeedham put down a 5 just because it's cool and, you know, haven't seen one today.
He's been trying so hard all day as well.
Yeah, here it is. And oh, I thought he was going to ride away from that. Because right about now, like, you know, there's a lot of energy in that trick. And to go for it, you know, like his legs have got to be burning.
You got to keep those legs strong on that landing.
Yeah,
huh?
And also you got to remember, he is 13 years of age, you know, so, yeah, he's got to land with his legs, you know, just kind of bent a little bit, but they've got to be enough so he can stand up and pump through the transition, keeping it clean and keeping his balance. So right now he's crouching a little bit, making it a bit hard for him to pump through the transition. Snowboarders will understand that, you know, like they have a much bigger transition, making it quite a lot, you know, easier on your legs on that pump. But
so just a bit of suspension on that landing, just having the knees being enough that you can kind of...
The ramp is the suspension, but you got to have your legs in the right place because if they're too far bent, your body weight's going to kind of make you fall down, you know.
Here he goes, Dave.
There he goes. The crowd's into it. This is probably his last run, so I really hope he does put it down. He'll be buzzing if he does.
I'll be buzzing if he puts this down.
Yeah, nice setup trick. There's his pump. He's got
beautiful.
a good grab.
Yeah, there we are. Zeedham. Oh,
Yeah.
that was close.
That was pretty much a make with the bail. Yeah, we'll just see if his body's got another one in it, but I thought that one was a make for sure.
He's got a lot of support from everyone here. Everyone wants to see it.
Yeah, I mean, you know, there's a ton of people here. I mean, the bank and the trees are full behind us, and it's pretty much happy hour right now, so a lot of people in the crowd really into it. They love to see the airs. You know, a lot of non-skaters in the crowd. You know, that's why we got a couple of great judges. Andrew Morrison, a professional skateboarder, and Scott Wilstrom, you know, one of New Zealand's best skaters, probably like, you know, from a few years back. But those guys know everything about, you know, the technical tricks, the big airs, the use of the ramp, the style, you know. And they're, you know, kind of breaking it all down to see who's going to take it out today. And so here's the announcer trying to hype everyone up. Little kid's buzzing, so it's going to kind of depend on the setup here. If he gets a good landing. Nice.
That's a good landing.
Gotta hold on to it. Nope.
Yeah.
Oh.
That was so close.
Yeah. His front foot kind of came off about halfway around, and but you know what? The crowd wanted pretty badly. I just don't know if he's got another 5 attempts in him.
He's walking back up.
Yeah, that's the joys of, you know, he's just never going to quit until he makes it. He's that's why he is as good as he is, because he's definitely not afraid of trying and trying. Got Chris Wood on the ramp, made his kickflip last time, which kind of stoked him out, so he'll have a nice clean run this time. Haha, shouldn't have said that, should I?
Bit too much pop on the half cab.
All right. He must have done 1,000 airs today. He's got a good setup. Okay, nice solid feet. It's a good spot. There it is. Oh, I can't believe he just didn't ride away from that one. That was pretty much picture perfect. And, yeah, fell a bit heavy on his knees. He's got about 500 people behind us, standing up, though, to see if he'll make it. I mean, everyone loves a 540, you know, and it's good. And Squeak's on the ramp now. He's skating in the Masters division. Nice mute air. But these guys are pretty much spent. I'd say their legs are fried. The second heat's going to come up. They got 15 minutes to try and, you know, see if they can improve on their first heat. Take some of these guys from a different heat, you know, get some top scores. Chris Woods, he's 39 years of age from Wellington. A professional street skater and one of the world's best. Won a pretty huge contest in Melbourne, you know, I don't know, maybe 15, 20 years ago, won a car, like a $50,000 car. So, you know, that's, yeah, but, you know, street skating is gnarly, and that's why he's moved up to the Vert, and he skates with us now. And, you know, he's still got a long career left of him. He's not even 40 years of age yet.
Caden with a nice laid-back frontside grind there.
All right, Hamish taking a nice big frontside air, setting himself up. Oh, there's a rock and roll, locking in the back truck. Yeah, old ollie tail slide. And here it is, the little buddy's getting back up there. Zeden Fellows from Wanaka, 13 years of age. He's trying to put down his 540. He's got his setup tricks just wired. Got a nice landing there, good pump. He's got to hold it. He must have made it 100 times without riding away from it. Woodsy on the ramp. I think that might be about it for Heat 1. So I think Heat 2 got their pads on. They're all coming up. But a super awesome day here at the Mount. Amazing ramp. It's about 13'7" tall. It is probably the biggest ramp in New Zealand. Not as in height-wise. It's probably the widest one, you know. There's another ramp in Wanaka, the big day out ramp, the one that Zeden skates. And then, of course, there's one up in Auckland and one in Kerikeri that we all skate on a regular basis. Next heat's pretty exciting. Got Niwa Sherry. Niwa basically definitely has had probably the best run of the day. I'm not a judge, so, you know, but I would definitely say he would be in the top 2. Kind of got my own opinion, but we'll see how he does at the end of the day. We got Kale, the local, skating in the Masters in Heat 2. Steve Nichols, he ripped it up. A couple of other locals, Ants. Few other locals from the Mount, and Arigato coming in Heat 2 for their final runs. But Zeden on the ramp again, and he has got to be tired. Everybody just wants him to ride away from this one right here. And he does! There it is, eh? The crowd are literally on their feet. Oh,
now's the barrel.
Oh, and he, yeah.
That was epic.
He was stoked.
Everyone is stoked.
His mom is as happy as, you know, hey, a 13-year-old kid just busted a 5 at the Mount. So that's pretty much, you know.
That's amazing. How many people in New Zealand have done that?
You know, in New Zealand in the past, there was probably a 6-pack, you know, but modern day skating right now and competitive New Zealand skateboarding, there's one. Niwa also can do it. I haven't seen him do it on the Vert ramp, but he does it in his local park. And he's got a wide, and he also does an ollie one, too. So I would say, you know, if we weren't watching and Niwa gave it a good 10 attempts, Niwa would probably put his first one down on Vert. So I guess right now there's one.
A couple of guys in the country that can pull that down, so that was awesome.
Yeah, super great spectator trick. Super great skating trick, you know. And he'll be wrapped because he tried pretty hard. So it's a great way to close out heat number 1. And they're squeaking. I think he's done. All right, so the second heat, I think they get a few warm-up runs, and then they get 15 minutes to give it a nudge and try and get some top scores from the judges. It's a 2-heat jam. And, yeah, so I'd like to thank you guys all for tuning in to Sky Sport Next here at Mount Maunganui at the VERTicus Vert Jam. I'd like to thank our awesome sponsors coming in today and helping us all out. Gotta love Copious, being, you know, one of the local brands here, clothing company. From Christchurch, helping out with some sponsorship. Skull Candy, they got the best headphones. You know, if you guys want cool headphones, they got the best little earbuds, and they got super good ones. I have them, and every time I go to the States, use them on the plane, and cannot complain. They're awesome. Like to thank Hyper Ride and Double Down Grip Tape, Spitfire Wheels, Powell Peralta, DVS, Newfound Eyewear, George Cafe, and G-Shock for helping out today. And most of all, thank you guys out for tuning in and watching. Super good. Beautiful day here at the Mount. We're going to take a little break, and boys in the second heat just going to stretch their legs, warm up, and then we're going to get into the final runs of the day, 15 minutes worth of skating. All right, hey, welcome back everyone to Skysportnext. Here we are at Mount Maunganui. This is a final jam and final skaters. They've probably got another 5 or 10 minutes left. I'm Dave Crabb, and I'm just going to walk and talk you through like the last few runs. We've got some great skaters, and I'm here with Miles, and he's going to help me out and tell you some tricks. Right there, we just had a board transfer from Hamish. It's cool to see, you know, some old school tricks, some fun tricks. A few skaters left. We've had a 2-jam format. Basically, the skaters just skate in their jam, and then the judges have been watching them throughout the session, and they're choosing whoever, like, basically skated the best in that session and won the jam. We had a couple of great heats. This is heat number 2. Got a couple of standouts in this one. We've got Eva Corkery. Probably had one of the best runs of the day. Also, you know, we just seen heat 1. Zeaden Fellows, a little guy from Wanaka. You know, put down a 5 and probably had the biggest errors of the day. Big variety, big bag of tricks. Both those guys are definitely people to watch for, and I personally think they could be number 1 and 2 in no particular order because they both rip. So it'll be interesting to see what the judges think. We also got the local Kale on the ramp. Kale organized and set this contest up. He's trying to make his kickflip Indy, and I seen him do it a couple of days ago, so I know that he's capable, so he's just got to put it down. These guys have been skating quite a bit today, so their legs are pretty fried, but right now dropping in is Eva Corkery from Taranaki. Nice backside air, setting himself up. Nice tailfish. Oh, just slipping off. Didn't quite grab it. Like usually, like he flat palms the back of his board, but that time it looks like he just had his fingertips on it, so not pushing it. This is Ants. This is a local. He's got some pretty decent airs, this guy. Once he gets a good landing and a good pump, he goes pretty big. So really great skater to watch. But these guys have been skating a bit, so this is the end of the day, the end of the session. So we're probably going to see a few decent runs, and then they'll probably call it. I mean, I think they've only got about 5 minutes left in this session. Hamish Stewart dropping in. He's carrying another board, so he's pretty much going to do a board transfer. Be doing a frontside air, transferring onto the board in his hand. Seen him do it, pretty cool. Used to like pass people boards, you know. There it is, lands that one. They're trying to stoke out the crowd, make it fun, you know. I mean, the most important thing about skateboarding is it's fun. This is an open contest. Anyone can enter. A couple of these guys just really just want to be here to be part of the atmosphere and enjoy it. And got Josh Wilson, sorry. Josh Nelson's a good friend of mine. But Josh Wilson on the ramp now. Absolute ripper from Wellington. Got a couple of really great tricks. There's one of them. He's got a great back Smith. That's a hard trick and super nice, super styly. Nice lean to tail. Yeah, Josh having a nice clean run. Yeah, this is Kale. He's a local. We've got a nice big frontside air going there. Keeping a bit of power. And here's his kickflip. Whoa! He grabbed it, he wanted it, but he couldn't get his back foot on, so he's got to just go maybe a little higher. Niwa, one of the favorites. Nice backside air, setting himself up. Little low landing there, lost a little bit of speed. Setting himself up again. Nice backside ollie. Stand up 5-0. There's his tailfish, nice and clean. Going for a backside 180 nose blunt. One of the girls dropping in. I don't. She's just dropped in. Okay, I think they're calling it. Longest grind. Maybe they're gonna have a. So now that they've had all the jams and all the skatings, we had girls and under 16 started out the day, and then we had the Open and the Masters. Masters, the skaters over 40. Now Zeden's kind of practicing maybe for a high air contest. I think a couple of the sponsors put $100 up or something like that for a highest air, so be kind of cool to see someone give it a nudge and everything. Also, longest grind. One of the local shops has put up a bar tab and some cash for that, so that'd be neat to see. You know, some of these guys go for a big 5-0 and stick it, you know. But super great day we've had here at Mount Maunganui. Beautiful town. The water is warm. It's a beautiful beach. the community got behind this skateboard contest with some great sponsorship, and also the locals got behind, full packed out park here behind us. Yeah, and Kale just put down the kickflip, so he is stoked. That's the way to finish this jam session off. So there's a 5. He hasn't done that in a while, but after Zeden did it, he wanted to try and stick one.
Joshy up from Wellington. Nice stand-up 5-0 grind there.
Not too sure who's measuring, but I think they're going for the longest grind contest now. Just winding down, so this is just pretty much fun to see who can do the longest 5-0, I guess it would be. Not too sure.
Kale's stoked. Such a great day. Got the longest grind coming up.
Is Niwa going for a highest air, I think? So highest air, basically what they're trying to do is a big air. Basically, it's measured to the lowest part of your board, like your bottom wheel, on above the coping. So, it's quite funny. Like one of the littlest guys in the contest, 13 years old, Zeden Fellows, is probably, does some pretty decent airs. So that one there, that's kind of face high. He's just got to get a good landing. And there he's going up. And, he's probably pushing maybe 6 feet there, 5-6 feet. So that's a pretty good air on this kind of ramp, especially for, a little guy like this. But all the guys that have done all the big airs in history, Christian Assoy, the best air guy in the world, Steve Caballero, Tony Magnuson, Ken Fillion, all in the 10-foot club. All are about 5'2". So lower center of gravity definitely works for big airs.
It's got to be the odd exception out there.
Yeah, there's a few freaks.
Hey.
There's definitely, I did win one high air contest about 8'6", and I'm 200 pounds. So I guess some big guys can go big. Craig Johnson used to go pretty big. He's a pretty manly man. So Rob Rothscott, a few big guys go high. Tony Hawks, he's 6'3" or something, and well, he seems to go as high as everyone.
Contest organizer dropping in on the golden hour of the day. The temperature's dropped a bit.
Yeah, pretty awesome. The sun is just set, so the shots are great. This ramp is a showcase in itself. Probably one of the biggest ramps in New Zealand. It's about 48 feet wide, which is, it's just over 13 and a half feet high, and which is pretty much the same size as Tony Hawk's ramp, and just a little bit smaller than the X Games ramps, which are 14 feet.
Niwa hitting the 6-foot mark up there. Boom.
Zeden,
sorry. They're both so good.
Yeah, he's definitely got his airs wired. Just back to back to back all day long. Niwa's not afraid, though. He'll give it a nudge. He had a good landing there. 6 tailfish. So much style in that trick. He's got a big pump there. Key to going high is to get the perfect landing. If you land about 2 inches under coping, you can you get that perfect pump. You can go big. Same as snowboarding. They have a bigger transition, so they can get up. Same as a mega ramp and the X Games or whatever. 20-foot ramp. You can do a 20-foot air. So, but this ramp here, anyone going overhead high would be great.
I see Niwa's biggest ear is almost that stalefish he does.
Yeah, he's got a pretty solid stalefish. I love that trick.
Palmy boys there going for the big grind.
Yeah. Oh,
5-0
to nowhere. Here's Josh. He's, I was going to say he's eating pizza, but he's just crossing over.
And some of these ears Carl's are doing, they're pretty up there with some of the highest ears of the day as well.
Yeah, he does it. I think his front side's probably higher than his backside here, which is unusual. I'm not too sure who's judging it or where they're at, but, I would say that one's going to be pretty hard to beat. Yeah, at the end of the day, the guy's having fun. A couple of little specialty tricks, trying to win a few little prizes on the side. But again, hey, thanks so much for joining us on Skysportnext. Hope you had a great day and hope you've enjoyed the skating here at the Mount. Just showcasing some of New Zealand skating. So super good to see the young guns come here. And also we had quite a lot of masters today, skaters over 40. Probably had about 9, 10 guys over 40 skating today. Some of the standouts would have been Squeak, Lee McKenzie up from Auckland, or down from Auckland, I guess. He skated super good, you know, had some great tricks. Kale, obviously, the local. Kale Tali was ripping. So, you know, Steve Nichols, he had a few good runs. So it'll be interesting to see how the judge will see that. Even Nick Clegg, you know, stuck some good inverts and stuff. He's got some good style. So be interesting to see how the judges score the Masters today. But in the Opens, you know, I think we've had 3 or 4 standout skaters. I mean, prizes or the podium, you know, it's 3 places. And I'd have to say you've pretty much got to see Zed in there and Niwa Sherry. And, wow, I mean, Chris Wood had some great runs, you know. He's 39 years old, so he'll be skating with us in the Masters next year. And he's from Wellington. You know, he has some great runs. Hamish Stewart, he's Masters, I guess. So I'm not too sure, you know. Steve Nichols, he skated really good today. So interesting. I don't know. See how the judges think it, but I think the 2 young guns are going to be on the podium today, which is so good to see. Zed in here again on the ramp, just trying to get a decent air, trying to lock in something about the 6-foot mark or whatever. Nice method there. That one was pretty solid. Had a little bit of a low landing, you know, so he just started to break it up a little bit.
Beautiful cross there.
Yeah, leaning back on the 360 varial. So, but yep, he's definitely got it wired, and he's skating good today. It was so good to see him stick the 5 earlier. 540, 1.5 rotations. And, you know, he does that about 6 feet out as well. And this ramp's, you know, 13, pretty close to 14 feet, so that puts him about 20 feet in the air.
Yeah, that was huge.
Yeah, which is pretty rad, you know, pretty punk rock for a 13-year-old kid, you know, being 20 foot up there and looking at all of us watching him.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah, and Niwa, like, busted a big stalefish. He busted his frontside ollie, front blunt, you know, like nose blunt. I mean, how hard is that on this ramp? So he's got the most amazing tricks and the best style. So super great to watch these guys skate. Here's Kale. Kale's going for a frontside finger flip.
Got it.
Nope.
Oh.
He's got a sore shin now. The old grip tape took a bit of skin off. But
He'd be
he's
used to
all
that.
good. Yeah, scratches tattoo. He's all right. Yeah. Hey, big round of applause for Kale. Kale, buddy, making this event happen. We wouldn't all be here without his energy and his effort to, you know, get us all together.
Awesome, bro. Best slam, who do you think that goes to, Dave?
I don't know. I hope nobody. I mean, yeah, there's a few people that went down. I think actually the juniors probably took the biggest slams. I think that first heat, you know, there was only about 3 or 4 riders. They skated for about half an hour in the blistering sun. And I noticed when they got tired, they started, you know, a few of them went down pretty hard.
Remus had a hard one.
Yeah, Remus, I mean, he definitely hit the canvas, you know. And no, he must have had 20 rides in a row. He was just going back up the ladder and dropping in again. And, you know, his legs must have just been like jelly.
There's a big one.
Yeah. I'd say that would be a great shot. And pretty lucky today. Got some great photographers. CPO Photos. You want to check that out. He's sitting on the ramp. Oh, Craig Levers, Drew, you know, with his camera there. He's going to be posting some of the shots from today. And, you know, he's one of New Zealand's better action sport photographers, surfing and skating. So super good to see him sitting on the platform.
He was right there for that big method then.
Yeah, I know. Can't wait to see it, actually. Yeah.
Yeah, Maniac going for the longest grind.
Yeah, I guess. And they're pretty much going 50-50-ish, which is kind of weird. Thought it would have been a 5-0 for sure. All right, I think we're pretty much done there. So we're pretty much winding it up. Just want to thank you guys again for tuning in, watching us on Skysportnext. And thank you very much to the town of Mount Maunganui and all our sponsors for making this happen. Hey, cheers, and thanks so much to the spectators for coming out. Such a great day, and I'm going to leave it there with Miles to take you home. And thanks again for joining us. See you later.
Cheers, Dave. So stoked to sit here with you and listen to your commentary.
So back in the hot seat is Gav Bisman and my good man, my good mate Cal Tolley, fresh off the ramp, mate. How's the shin?
Yeah,
He's patched up with a bit of duct tape. But,
got a little bit of a hole in my shin, but I just put a bit of duct tape over, so it's all good. Well, Gav, what do you reckon, mate? We're wrapping it up with the highest steer and longest grain, and it's been a pretty long, eventful day.
Well, it's been a big few hours.
A massive few hours,
Yeah.
well, a couple of weeks actually.
Well, yeah, for yourself and myself and a few people behind the scenes, a big month. But, mate, everyone has absolutely thrown down this evening here at Mount Maunganui. We've seen the first 540 on the ramp.
Yeah, we have, and I couldn't be more stoked that it was Zeedon Fellows from Wanaka doing it.
Yeah, mate.
He's pretty much the only one in the country. Well, he is the only one in the country doing them at the moment.
Oh, here we go. Oh, the longest grind. He wants it bad too.
Yeah, he's Caden Elliott from over the Waikato's known for probably doing the longest grinds on a vert ramp in New Zealand.
So we're inside the last minute, mate. It's been a heck of an afternoon. I think the crowd has been well entertained. I know the skaters are absolutely rinsed. Everyone's feeling the effects of that hot sunshine.
Yeah, I'm pretty knackered myself, to be honest. But it's not about me at the moment. It's about everyone on the ramp.
Mate, I've only been running around behind the scenes making everyone's all right, and I'm tired.
I think I was lucky and got a bit of a break to get on the ramp a couple of times,
Mate.
which was physically quite demanding, but yeah, mentally it was okay.
Mentally, you can switch into a different zone.
Yeah. So we've got the two, Mark Winter from Palmerston North and Caden Elliott from the Waikato are both going at it hammer and tongs for the longest grind, which the winner will get $200 cash.
Yeah, they will.
Pretty good for doing a grind. That's
from our friends at Yearnar.
From our friends at Yearnar.
As we see the sun setting too, mate, just over there near the mount here.
And also the biggest steer, $200 for the biggest steer, which has been kindly provided by George Cafe Manu.
Indeed, we've got the Skull Candy Slam already awarded earlier, and
I think we've got a winner for that
and of course our Skinny's Best Trick. So aside from the 4 divisions, we've got a few winners as well. There we see last runs coming down. Here we see Zeedon. This might well be the last run of the ramp tonight here. Blake Park, Mount Maunganui. Hyper Ride presents VERTicus. It has been a pleasure to bring this to our hometown, mate, but of course to the nation as well here on Sky Sport Next. It has been exceptional to put a bit of skating on display, mate, for the nation.
Oh, mate, in this current times, we're good.
So I think we're going to start to wrap it up, mate. Look at that. Idyllic sun setting over the ramp, brother. Thank you so much, my man. We pulled it off.
Thanks, everyone, for watching.
Indeed. Tune in next time. But thank you. Hyper Ride presents VERTicus. From Kale, myself, and all the team. Thank you so much, and have a great night.